And welcome to a rivalry game between the Lady Waves of Meade County and the Lady Tigers of Breckenridge County. The Fighting Tigers, or the Lady Tigers, of Breckenridge County are 3-1 coming in tonight's matchup, as are the Lady Waves. Let's start with the Tigers stats tonight. Caroline Lucas leads the team in scoring with 14.3 points per game, followed by Kaylee Huffon with 10.8, and Elizabeth Grimes followed with 10.5. The Lady Waves are led by Peyton Bradley, averaging a whopping 28 points per game, with Paige Medley falling behind at 15 and Katie Durbin with 12. Like I said, both teams are 3-1 on the season and have faced similar opponents. They both face Cloverport. So I think this could be a very interesting matchup tonight.
And now that's Simon Drain bringing us in tonight. I'm joining him tonight, Mr. Garrett here with you. Simon, you said something that stood out to me in a major way. Was that 28 points per game?
28 points per game for Peyton Bradley.
Yeah, that's number 20, a sophomore, in fact. That's 28 points per game early in the season still, but still very impressive and definitely something that Coach Mormon's Lady Tigers are going to have to deal with tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And the good thing, the most impressive thing about that is that the efficiency she's averaging that on. She's averaging 50% from the field, which is great. 50% from the free throw line, too, on a good amount of attempts. So that's pretty impressive, especially at this level. Yeah,
that efficiency is a good way to get a lot of baskets. Yeah. And, you know, if nothing else, in addition to the rivalry, we get to see a great player do her thing tonight.
Definitely.
Looks like it's almost time for starting lineups here. I wonder if they'll turn the lights out again. What do you think, Simon?
I think so.
Who's on the spotlight tonight?
I don't know. Meade County, Breckenridge County games, regardless of how good the teams are always very interesting just because of the big rivalry between the two teams. I'm sure the student sections will both be in full effect tonight for sure.
Yeah, that's a
good, the least.
kind way to put it there. Hopefully it stays relatively clean, but a good rivalry brings out some good energy if it's done right. Looking at the theme, are we Christmas over there, Simon, for the
yes,
the theme?
Christmas theme.
Number 22 to number 20, Peyton Bradley.
As the Lady Waves coming out, shaking hands, seeing who's out there. About what we expected for their starting five.
Starting five for the Lady Waves: Maddie Clanton, Peyton Bradley, Paige Medley, Katie Durbin, and Annabelle Babb for the Lady Waves. It appears the starting five for your Lady Tigers is the same as it's been all year. The lights go out on us here.
Yeah.
Starting five is going to be. I'll just let you all hear it on the broadcast. It's kind of loud, so.
Yeah, it's very loud in the gym tonight. You hear Mr. Kennedy bringing the thunder on the PA.
Elizabeth Grimes, number 11, starting for the Lady Tigers. Number 32, Kylie Carby.
Yeah, a lot of youth on this Lady Tigers roster.
For sure. Josie Mitchell, number 21. Yeah, Josie, Kylie, Elizabeth are all freshmen. So. Kaylee Huffon's sophomore. And Caroline Lucas, number 2, a junior.
Yeah, the veteran of the team, a junior herself.
We did lose a lot of seniors last year.
Yeah, 4 graduated and left a lot of spots open.
Definitely.
And so far, as you mentioned, 3-1 record, young season, young team.
Yeah, and definitely, I'm sure the seniors have had a big impact on a lot of these younger players. Isabel, Schuyler, Sydney, Lily, they've all been on the team. They were on the team for a pretty long time, so
yeah,
definitely the impact was for sure felt.
Yeah, it's about to get underway. Can you feel it, Simon?
Yeah.
That rivalry tension?
And Caroline's probably with the tip-off. Figured to be Kaylee. She's definitely the taller player.
Yeah, she got a good hand on it, but
yeah. Tigers starting off with some aggressive defense, though, with Grimes. Maddie Clanton with the ball now for the Lady Waves.
And I don't mean to talk too much tonight as there's Durbin on the drive. Just came up short.
Harvey.
Yeah, talk too much about soccer, but I know Maddie from soccer. She's a great facilitator on the soccer pitch, great vision. She's going to be creating a lot for them.
Elizabeth with the floater, misses it. Huffon gets the rebound, but it's stolen away. Annabelle Babb gets the ball away from her by Elizabeth Grimes. Grimes gets the ball. Looking to get the ball past half court here. Grimes with a nice spin move, fakes the pass. Look
A lot of
at
contact.
a foul, but no foul called.
And if that's the tone the officials are setting tonight, we could be in for quite a physical battle.
For sure. Paige Medley with the three-pointer early, and it rolls around the rim and out.
Ooh.
Caroline Lucas is going to push it on the fast break. She's getting double teamed there. Trap Elizabeth Grimes. Pump takes the three. She had it, but
Yeah, kind of had an opportunity to shoot there.
yeah,
Passed
Caroline
it
going to
up.
drive it in, and she missed the layup. Kaylee with the rebound.
That's
Really
good.
got a little bit of contact as well, but
I know.
it's good.
I thought the same thing. When we're going to hear our first whistle
I don't
tonight.
mind this style of refereeing, to be fair. I like consistency.
That's
If
right.
you're going to call it aggressively, that's fine for me, but just got to call it both ways for sure. It's Peyton Bradley with the
Bradley,
three.
yeah. Oh, missed that one. Medley's missed an open three. They've had good looks, though. That's kind of dangerous as the game continues to go from a Breckinridge County standpoint.
They're a very good shooting team. Elizabeth Grimes, the ball now guarded closely by Clanton. Clanton with the steal, but Elizabeth gets it back. This is Caroline in the corner. Caroline going to pick a three. In the corner.
Oh, my.
It is good.
Banking it off the top of the backboard.
Caroline smiling.
Yeah. I
And
think she's
figured
saying,
that.
I meant that.
Yeah, I figured Coach Mormon would like to put Caroline on Bradley for most of the game. We get an
Offensive
foul on Bradley. If we can get her in foul trouble, I like our chances for tonight for sure.
Yeah, if those 28 points are not on the floor, where's the scoring going to come from Meade County? Early 5-0 lead for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and last year, Peyton Bradley was a freshman. She was still easily the best player on their team. They have a similar team. They only had one senior from last year, but they didn't really get much playing time. But Chad tried to, especially in the district championship game, I remember he tried to trap Bradley as soon as she got the ball. As Caroline and Sydney were on her at all times. Caroline
Yeah.
with the travel.
Yeah, you're right about that trap, and
Yeah.
it ultimately wasn't successful in that game. And sadly, from a BC standpoint, no success last year at all. 0-4.
Yeah, that's definitely tough because, I mean, it's your biggest rival, 0-4 against the one team in a particular season. At our place in regular season, their place in regular season is the missed layup by Bradley.
Yeah.
And then in the region and district championships, that's got to take a toll on you. Lose to the same team 4 times, but Bradley's kind of looking for their revenge tonight.
Yeah. Hot start. And it's a foul whistled there. Kind of looked like a tie-up maybe for a jump ball, but it's 23 Durbin reaching in there, and that's 2
Yep.
on the Lady Waves.
Nice start for the Lady Tigers as number 34, Sage Crawley, checks in for Katie Durbin.
Yeah. Ball out under the basket.
Pass into Caroline. Caroline gets hit, but no contact.
Yeah, a lot of ball.
Yeah, she got ball. I think she might have hit her on the arm a little bit, but I think it was a fair call.
Yeah. I'd say you're right. What else can we draw up? It's a deflection from Clanton, but maintained.
Elizabeth Grimes dribbling, looking to pass to Carby, open for the three-point line. She takes a three, and it's long.
Yeah, just a little long. These early minutes in these kind of games, the intensity is so high, running on adrenaline. You got to just settle it down a bit. You can't play at this frenetic pace all night. You'd be worn out.
It's crucial to get a good start, too, in these kind of games. Pass down to Crawley. Mitchum guarding her. Babb with the three. No good. Rebounded by Mitchum.
Oh.
Pushed to the ground. No call.
Yeah. No call, you're right, Simon. But
Elizabeth Grimes played closely. Now pass to Mitchum. Josie Mitchum picks up her dribble. Looking to get it to Caroline Lucas. Caroline is able to receive it, but I think it went off Peyton Bradley. Never mind. It's going to go on. It's going to go in favor of
yeah.
the Lady Waves.
Tough place to pick up the dribble right there, just across
Yeah.
half court in that corner. A lot of bodies hitting the floor.
Yeah, that was the Meade County's coach. My message right now was just time to slow it down a little bit. They're playing at a frenetic pace right now. Like, I think they're a pretty good half-court offense team. They have good scorers, so especially Bradley. Like, now they're just slowing down a little bit, running some plays to get Peyton Bradley involved. Nice pump fake by Bradley. Tried to bank it in, no good. Caroline Lucas gets the rebound, looking to push it now. Lucas, stutter step, getting to the rim. She take it all the way to the hoop. Coast to coast, 7-0 Lady Tigers. Nice move by Caroline Lucas.
Yeah, rebound, drive, and finish, courtesy of number 2 in white. Oh, nice back cut there, not given.
When Caroline turns on the Jets, there's not many people that can stop her. She's very athletic, very quick. Bradley looking to make a move on Caroline. Double team. She drives. Annabelle Babb looking to drive to the paint. Passes to Paige Medley, who looks to drive on Kylie Carby, and she gets the foul call.
Yeah, a little hand in there. She drove in. Kylie leaving just a little bit. First foul for the Lady Tigers.
Paige Medley going to get to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Yeah, this would be a good, from a Meade County perspective, good time to score with the clock stopped, settle the nerves.
Free throw is good by Paige Medley as Katie Durbin returns to the game for Sage Crawley.
Both of those, yeah.
Crawley's going to come back in now for Annabelle Babb. Both free throws good by Paige Medley.
Yeah, still without a field goal, Meade County, although they've had good looks.
That's not a great idea. Huffline. She had her dribble, I believe, so she could have just dribbled it across, but
yeah. It's a high pass, a lot of pace on it, which you kind of have to make, and just unable for Elizabeth to corral it.
I'm sure Chad wants him to cut down on the unforced errors because him like me kind of like that is this good.
Yes.
Region champions last year, district champions, so I think they made the Final Four maybe, or we're one game away from it. Air ball.
A little long.
We hear those chants from the student section, of course.
Yeah. Probably coming through on your TV at home from the Medley missed 3.
Mitchum going to drive. He got off her foot there. Pass it to a driving Caroline Lucas, gets hit.
A lot of contact. Offensive foul to call, Simon.
Interesting call there.
I guess maybe a push off as she drove, but yeah, that's the call.
Interesting call there. I don't know if it was necessarily the right one. She definitely got hacked by multiple defenders. I just don't think I don't know how happy Chad Mormon is with that call.
Yeah, a lot of closing on her on that drive, and first 2 people hit her.
Paige Bradley with the 3.
Contested.
Good. That's a shot she will hit a good amount of times.
And that's a dangerous
Mitchum with
thing.
the ball.
Yeah.
And she's going to travel with it.
Early superiority starting to fade.
Yeah. If I was Chad Mormon here, I'd never think about getting the timeout, you know. Slow it down, slow the pace down a little bit. You're still winning. Let's make sure the lead doesn't get cut down anymore, especially the game we're still winning, of course. Clanton being guarded closely by Elizabeth Grimes. I'm sure Peyton Bradley won't come out of this game at all.
No, like you said earlier, the only thing would be the fouls.
Yeah. I don't think Caroline probably will. Caroline might get a little bit of a break because her defensive intensity on Bradley. She might get a break for a little bit, but not a very long one if she did. Here's Crawley.
Good
Pick your
steal.
pocket by Caroline Lucas. Caroline looking to go for the open layup, and it's going to be a fast break bucket by Caroline Lucas. Caroline with a great game so far.
7 points already.
7 points.
And I think Durbin shouted something at Caroline as she was going up for that layup, but didn't seem to have much of an effect.
It's not going to phase her. Good move by Annabelle Babb. She's going to get the layup to go. Nice fake there by Babb. It's a great move. Tigers going to get the ball in bounds here. And another unforced error on the high pass. Like I said, I'm sure Chad Mormon doesn't wants to limit those in a game like this. You can't have very many of those.
No, it's said a lot, but against a team, like you said, that had so much success last year, you got to have a good game.
Bradley's foot, that should be over and back, and it is.
Excellent basketball knowledge there, Simon.
Yeah, against a team that's like, you just try not to hurt yourself. You know, if you lose the game due to your own, not necessarily fault, but they just outplay you, that's fine. But you try not to hurt yourself in these kind of games. Unforced errors, bad shots taken, bad turnovers. Just got to try not to hurt yourself and give yourself the best shot to win. Nice pass there. Mitchum back to the Carbon. Another high pass. Third one already for the Lady Tigers. Still up 9-7 with 1:30 to go in the first quarter.
It's been a fast game, at least from our perspective. A lot of time. I mean, first quarter, minute and a half still to go.
Coach Mormon leads a lot on the starting lineup. He's had no subs in the game yet so far, so he leads a lot on his first 5. Of course, like we said earlier, a very young group.
These are moments that will help them build that experience throughout their careers. And you know they'd love to win it.
Yeah, this would be a very good game for the momentum of the Lady Tigers. Beat a team like this, the defending region champions, to go up for the 4-1 record, undefeated to begin district play. Good steal by Caroline Lucas again. Caroline looking to push it. Loses the ball, but she got fouled, but no call.
Yeah.
And out on Caroline Lucas.
Yeah, referee just shrugged at her when she's on the ground. Hard to see. That's right in front of the Meade County student section where that took place. She's come out of the game now, Simon. Caroline has.
Adeline Norman. I think Chad's play. She'll probably come in give her about 10, 15 second break. She'll come back in. She probably won't even sit down. Maybe take a quick little break.
Yeah, with her scoring tonight, 7 of the 9 for the Lady Tigers.
Interesting, though. Now we're going to put Elizabeth Grimes on Peyton Bradley. See if Bradley favors that matchup more over Lucas. Pass to Paige Medley.
Bit of a shuffle of those feet.
It's very easy for that to happen, though. You try to pull a little pump fake, jab step, maybe you just shuffle your feet. Yep, and Caroline comes back in, and I said 10 to 15 seconds.
I had it
about
at 11.
Seconds.
Yeah,
a little bit,
11 seconds.
A little bit shorter than that. She's back in the game already. Gets to the ball. Pass it back to Huffines. Take it up the court now.
If you stay that accurate with the predictions all night, you're going to be getting hit up for the lottery numbers in the chat.
Lucas looking to drive again. She got a little bit of contact there. Gets her on rebound, puts it back up. Still no contact. Foul's not giving Caroline any love tonight for sure. As Brad looks to push it. And Clanton's going to pump fake Bradley for 3, and that is good. 3 ball of Peyton Bradley. That's her second 3 of the night.
She's up to 6, as you say. And it's a pure shot, too. That's
definitely.
I was surprised.
And a steal by Paige Medley. Medley going to stop by for a 3-pointer. Big 3 by Medley is no good. Rebounded by Elizabeth Grimes. Somebody needs to go help her. You can cross half court. I got maybe timeout here. Might be 8-second violation here. That's probably the best thing that maybe could have happened there at that point. So to avoid the 8-second violation, let them get the ball back.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break here on Break Live. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
And we are back after a quick little break. The Lady Tigers down 10-9 against the Lady Waves of Meade County. It's been a very close first quarter of basketball with Peyton Bradley with 6 points, Annabelle Babb with 2, and Paige Medley with 2 free throws. Caroline Lucas did most of the scoring for the Lady Tigers with 7, and Kelly Huffine with adding 2 of her own.
Yeah, and it looks like we got a little hitch in our scoreboard online. So we'll still be here. You can still hear us. We'll kind of keep you updated on that. We'll get that back on for you very soon, but we're not going anywhere unless we do. And if anybody watching out there, if we have a software snafu, we'll be back. Don't turn it off.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned. We won't keep you guys waiting for very long. One of the biggest games of the year for the Lady Tigers, playing Meade County early in the year at home. District game, rivalry game. Definitely intense, to say the least. Harvey looking to get it to Grimes. Elizabeth Grimes. Her older sister actually going to be getting honored at halftime for
That's right.
the Hall of Fame induction. One of the greatest players, if not the greatest player in Lady Tiger history. Definitely, she's the all-time leading scorer. I think regardless of Lady and men's Tigers. Elizabeth Grimes going to go up for the layup, and she misses. Lady Tigers trying to get back on defense. Peyton Bradley is going to fall.
Look at this, Simon. Bodies everywhere on the floor.
Lucas going to slow it down a little bit. Grimes going to get the pass. Grimes trying to put the moves on Clanton. Lucas going to square it for a 3-pointer. Caroline Lucas' 3 is good. Caroline Lucas doing all she can right now to keep the Tigers in the game. She gives them the lead, 12-10.
Yeah, double digits for Caroline. And Simon, before this game, I believe she had 1 3-point field goal this season. She's up to 2 tonight.
And Layup for Katie Durbin.
Yeah, very easy there for Durbin.
Stuff Chad Mormon definitely does not want to see. Elizabeth Grimes going to drive, make something happen on Maddie Clanton. Clanton with some good defense. Passes to Josie Mitchum. Mitchum to Carby. Carby getting trapped here. Carby with the turnover. Received by Peyton Bradley. Bradley going to look at the stop and pop for the mid-range. Katie Durbin back to Peyton Bradley. Bradley, double team goes at Bradley. Durbin going up for the layup, and it is good. Double teaming Bradley is definitely not a bad idea, but if you're going to do it, you got to make sure there's help down low and can't just leave her unguarded.
Who was that layup by Simon? I'm sorry.
That was Katie Durbin with the layup. Second
yeah.
in a row.
And Carby missing.
Annabelle Babb going up for her layup of her own, and she gets fouled. Caroline's second. You definitely got to keep her out of foul trouble. Free throw by Babb. First free throw is up, and it is no good. 14-12 lead in favor of the Lady Waves. Lauren Ratajkowski to check in the game for Caroline Lucas. Probably going to give her a quick break. 2 fouls, though, so definitely going to keep her out of foul trouble. Already has 10 of the 12 points for the Lady Tigers. Babb's second free throw is also no good. Misses them both. I'd say Elizabeth Grimes can need to do the bulk of the scoring here, especially with Caroline Lucas out, as she is our third leading scorer. It's definitely our second best perimeter scorer behind Caroline. Trap and
did we get the timeout? Or was it a turnover?
Timeout in favor of Coach Chad Mormon. 30-second timeout.
All right, Simon, you've been doing a masterful job of keeping the scoreboard action going. I don't want to jinx it. I think we've about got it back up. Let's find out in about 30 seconds. But like you said, Caroline's 2 fouls already. 5:39 to go in the first half.
Yeah, not great.
Not ideal.
And the thing about Caroline is you can't really tell her to tone it down because that's how Caroline plays. If Caroline tones it down, she won't be as effective. That's how she's an aggressive style of play, and that's just how she plays. So telling her to tone it down won't really be a good idea for Chad Mormon. She's got to hope the refs give her the benefit of the doubt on some of these calls. She has been getting hit a lot going to the rims. I think that's frustrating towards her.
Yeah.
She's getting hit, but she's getting called for these fouls as well. So interesting to see if she can stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah. Keep it rolling, Simon.
Carby looks to get it in, passes to Rowan Ratajkowski. Rowan Ratajkowski is at a 3. It is way short. Bradley looking to take it up. Bradley taking it all the way on Elizabeth Grimes. She's going to stop and travel. Josie Mitchum pass to Huffines. Huffines. Tigers definitely lacking. They're definitely missing Caroline on the court and blocked by Kaylee Huffines. They might have foul on Huffines. Excuse me. I thought she got it clean, but apparently she did not. Paige Medley going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I think she made her first 2 if she went to the free throw line. Maybe not. I'm not sure if she went to the free throw line yet tonight. But her first free throw is good to make it 15-12 in favor of the Lady Waves. So our scoreboard up and running now.
Scoreboard's back.
Great to see. Medley's second free throw is up and good. Annabelle Babb will come in the game now for Paige Medley. These Caroline Lucas less minutes will definitely interesting to see if the Tigers can get any sort of offense going. Caroline's basically been their only source of offense this entire game with 10 of their 12 points.
Yeah.
They got to make something happen here. They can't even get the ball past half court, it looks like. Ratajkowski gets the ball. We're going to drive to the cup. She puts up a shot. A lot of contact again, but no call.
And nothing doing.
Chad Mormon doesn't look too happy about the calls. Durbin going to look to go into the basket, and she travels.
Yeah. You got to think if Durbin goes straight up with that, Kaylee had already jumped.
Yeah, she was up in the
It would
air.
have been a foul for sure. Great pass by Maddie Clanton.
For sure.
Over the top.
Had her up in the air. That's definitely, at that point, you got to put it up. I mean, it was a makeable shot as well. I mean, if she's up in the air, it's going to be hard to put that good of a contest on it. The Tigers have got to play better brand of basketball with Caroline Lucas out. A floater up and in by Elizabeth Grimes to make it 16-14 in favor of the Lady Waves. Maddie Clanton. Katie Durbin took a three-pointer, and it is no good. Rebounded by Annabelle Babb. Peyton Bradley pump fakes a three, didn't have it. Got Carby one-on-one, getting blow past Carbon, took the layup, and it's up and good.
Yeah, that's driving. She's doing it from three. This is an open three for Josie Mitchum.
It is an air ball. Maddie Clanton. Durbin can put up a little layup. It is no good. Harvey gets it now. I don't know when Chad Mormon will opt to put in Caroline Lucas, but Kylie's going to go to the basket. Blocking foul and one.
Hey, counts the basket, Simon.
And one for Kylie Carby. Nice little spin move into the basket, draw the contact, and puts it up and in.
That,
a 2-point game, looking at a 1-point game, and Ellen Mormon will check in the game now.
Yeah, that's almost NBA level continuation on that one.
Ashley Hinton also going to check into the game. Ashley Hinton going to come in for Huffines. Mormon going to come in for Josie Mitchum. Sure, Caroline definitely wants to be in the game here, but Mormon being smart with her being in foul trouble, not going to put her in just yet. Close to the end of the second half, if that. The Tiger team just keep themselves afloat. Without Caroline, keep it to about two 4-point game. I maybe consider just keeping her out for the rest of this half.
Yeah, that'd be smart. Keep within touching distance, but if it starts going sideways.
Yeah, a couple Peyton Bradley threes, then I'd maybe put her in. Could have maybe been an and one for Paige Medley, but she's going to put it up and in.
Yeah.
It's going to be her 4th point of the game. Actually, yeah, it might be her 6th point of the game, actually.
Perhaps,
She hit two free throws and that shot, so that's going to be her 6th. Kylie Carby fakes the pass a little bit. Grimes passes it out to Adeline Mormon. Mormon going to take a 3-ball. It banks it in. 1-point game now. Scoreboard operator might have added that extra point for.
Yeah.
Takes it off now.
Yeah. Second banked 3 of the night.
20-19 in favor of the Lady Waves. Like I said, the 1-point game, I'd keep Caroline out second half. Keep her back in. Look at the ground playing. Good defense on Bradley. Bradley can make the pass to Babb to Clanton. Clanton to Peyton Bradley. She might take the 3 here.
She's likely to just pull it.
Yeah. Medley. Carby guarding her. Medley can look to drive to the basket here. Nice drive blocked by Carby, but foul was called. Kaylee Huffines going to check back in now.
Yeah, it's the second foul.
Second for Carby. Mitchum may check in for Carby here. Paige Medley can take her, I think these are her 4th free throws of the game. Or 3rd and 4th. It's going to be in for Medley. Ashley Hinton and Norma Azuchi check out for Mitchum, and Huffines and Sage Crawley checked in the game for Katie Durbin. Medley's second free throw is good. Medley up to 8 points now. Got to get it in for Lady Tigers. And the ball is stolen by Annabelle Babb.
Another backcourt turnover.
Paige Medley, another to the basket drive. She misses the layup. Rebound by Crawley. Fought for, corralled by Huffines. Hallie Carby can make a play on the ball now. Gets trapped, double team.
Swings a free hand there.
And the ball is going to be awarded to the Lady Tigers. Definitely getting a little feisty here, but these games do get quite aggressive. Big rivalry game.
Yeah.
2 teams who just are winning teams by definition. You want to win these kind of games, and it's a close one so far.
Something filing under the unforced errors. A lot of dribbles Breckinridge County's picking up just across half court in the corner.
Yeah.
It's never going to go well.
It's not going to ever go well. Especially when Meade County's running a nice little trap here. Carby We're kind of just going to try to capitalize on the open opportunities. Like these turnovers are going to be emphasis for at halftime. We're definitely in the double-digit turnovers for sure. About 3 or 4 passes over the head of Lady Tiger, and just these unforced errors. Mormon's going to emphasize that, I'm sure, at halftime. But only down 3 still, without Carolyn Lucas most of this quarter.
Yeah, this is the time, though, where it can get away from Breckinridge County as the threes coming in.
No good. Boarded by Carby, and a foul is called.
That's on Crawley. We're pushing the back. No bonus situation yet for either team.
Yeah, I think Mormon is probably going to look to keep out Carolyn for the rest of this half. I think I agree with that move. I mean, maybe put her in here with 1:30 to go, but you don't want her picking up a third foul.
That would be.
Because she has the hardest job of the night guarding Peyton Bradley, a 28 points per game score. So you're gonna get some fouls. Ellen Mormon going to drive. Ball corralled by Babb. Paige Medley looking to take it up the court now. Looking to extend the lead for the Lady Waves. Screen by Crawley. Maddie Clanton sets up the offense. Picks up her dribble. Pressed up on by Carby. Paige Bradley now looking to drive on Josie Mitchum. Pull up Jay. The floater actually is good by Peyton Bradley, excuse me.
Looked like she wanted a foul too, right there. Frustration, but good basket.
I think it should be 24 to 19 instead of 22 or 25.
I think you're right there, Simon.
Gave him an extra point, looks like.
They'll sort it out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Mitchum the pass. Grimes, Carby. She should maybe take a shot there, but she's going to drive in. Almost another and one for Carby, but we're going to get 2 shots for Kylie Carby at the free throw line. I'm sure they might fix the 25-19. I'm never a big fan of an incorrect scoreboard. It's kind of confusing for the people watching, especially the fans at home.
Yeah.
People in attendance, of course. I don't know if Chad's noticed it, but
yeah, they'll check it out and get it fixed at the half, or sooner. You know, there's hope. Carby knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, Caroline will not be entering the game this half, it appears. Second free throw for Carby. It's going to be up and it's going to be good. 21-24, I believe, but 21-25 according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, as you say, still in touching distance.
For sure. 4-point game, get Carolyn Lucas back in. The 3 ball is no good by Medley, rebounded by Kaylee Huffine. If we can score right here, I'd maybe hope for the last shot if we can get across half court.
Got to get over the half court first, as you say.
That Bailey Brown, I didn't see where she entered the game, but I think she's in. And another turnover for the Lady Tigers. And a foul.
That's compounding the mistake there.
Bailey Brown. And the scoreboard has been fixed at 24.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed on our feed soon. Our scoreboard on our Breck Live YouTube can be a little temperamental.
Definitely. Peyton Bradley looking to push it. 6 to go. Mid-range J for Bradley.
Yeah.
That is no good. Medley with the board blocked by Huffines. I don't know whose ball that is. He pointed in both directions. I'm not quite sure whose ball. I don't really.
Looks like it's lining up for a Meade. What do you got for 0.2 seconds, Simon?
Maybe a little lob to the basket. If if I was Coach Mormon, I told everybody to stand under the basket, but she didn't get that off in time.
Not off in time. All right.
And we're going to take, it's going to be halftime. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back soon. This is Breck Live at halftime. Okay, and we are back. Score 24-21 in favor of the Lady Waves of Meade County. Meade County is led in scoring by Peyton Bradley. 10 points for Bradley, followed by 8 points for Paige Medley, 2 by Annabelle Babb, and 4 for Katie Durbin. Breckenridge County led in scoring by Caroline Lucas, who barely even played any of the second quarter due to foul trouble. Picked up 2 quick fouls. She has 10, 2 for Kaylee Huffines, 3 for Adeline Mormon, and 6 for Kylie Carby, who's our second leading scorer for the night. 24-21. It'll be interesting to see how the second half plays out. I'm sure Caroline will be back in the game. Hopefully she can stay out of foul trouble. But it's a tough task for sure. Easier said than done when guarding somebody like Paige Bradley, who is scoring a whopping 28 points per game. Very impressive. And if you can keep her to 10 points in the first half, I consider that a win for Coach Mormon.
Yeah, she's had some good looks. She missed her first three-pointer, but then it started dropping in a couple of drives. She's had a steady stream of pressure on her, whether it was Caroline starting out the game, and with those 2 fouls now, that's a matchup we'll have to watch as this one unfolds. Got 16 minutes left to play. 3 points the differential, about 20 seconds on the gym scoreboard, and then we'll be ready to go.
And after this game, be sure to stay here. Don't leave.
Oh, yeah.
A doubleheader for the boys, also playing Meade County, a big district rivalry game as well for there. This will be our second, actually I think it'll be our third district game of the season. We have already played Westville Trinity, who we unfortunately lost to for the boys, and we beat Colbert 1-1 district play. Currently looking to go to 2-1 if we beat the Green Waves of Meade County boys. But right now we are still in the girls' game, 24-21, 16 minutes to go. Don't go anywhere. It's going to end up a good one for sure.
Yeah, and a week from tonight, it's Hancock County away.
Hancock County definitely is a great – I think they are probably the favorites to win the region this year. They've been in the region final last year. Didn't really lose anyone, actually, in the region final against Meade last year, and Meade has definitely lost a bunch of players. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Medley, mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounded by Caroline Lucas. As it says, dealing with some foul trouble.
Yeah, like you said, though, Simon, she's not going to dial it back.
Definitely not. Think about her. I think she needs to avoid maybe so I think she had one offensive foul.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a very good call in my opinion, but if she can avoid the offensive foul, I think she could be fine, or she should be fine. But if she always likes to go harder, defender in the paint. So if she goes to somebody hard, like right there, Maddie Clamp maybe she puts an elbow into her. Maddie Clamp maybe sells the foul a little bit, falls backwards. Personally, what I'd never consider that. Try to get their best player out of foul trouble. Is Kaylee Huffon with a good layup.
Yeah, good assist there from Carby as well.
24-23 in favor of the Lady Wave, 1 point difference.
Now, Simon, are you saying sometimes that players exaggerate contact just to make the official make a call?
Just a little bit. It's very rare, of course, to have you see that.
You must have been watching the World Cup recently.
Yeah, definitely part of the game,
Yeah, it is.
And it's just a decision to put Elizabeth on Bradley to avoid Caroline Lucas getting in foul trouble. Good pass by Caroline.
Blocked by Frank.
Blocked. But interesting that Chad went with Elizabeth on Bradley. I think it's to avoid Caroline getting in foul trouble. I think he probably said that to Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline probably wanted the assignment because she's always up for the challenge. But
unforced turnover
by
again.
Carby. Bradley going to push it. Passes it to Maddie Clanton in the corner. Not a great pass.
No, I think Clanton was set to shoot. Oh.
But Babs going to get the open layup. She misses it. Smokes the layup. Blocked by Huffon's butt.
Maybe on the body down low because the block looked good. The Lady Tigers fell asleep and left Bab wide open.
Smoked the layup.
Yeah. But that rebound not secured, and it's not enough to just block the shot. If you take somebody out down low, they're going to blow the
Durbin
whistle.
first free throw, no good.
What's your favorite Rasheed Wallace quote, Simon?
Ball don't lie for sure. Ball don't lie. Breckenridge County, people will talk about home cooking. Breckenridge County kind of got the opposite of that tonight. A lot of calls have gone their way. They were probably should have went in their favor. The second free throw was good by Durbin. Durbin's going to get her 5th point of the night.
Good call, good call. Got to get that ball over that line.
For sure, and another turnover. Kaylee Huffon's Maddie Clanton passed to Medley.
That's a foul.
Another foul. That's probably the right call. Now Huffon's in foul trouble. Ain't great. Maybe is that her third or second? I'm not sure. Third. That's not good at all.
No, on 2 straight possessions.
Back-to-back possessions. They get her in foul trouble. That goes to their rebounding. A lot of their interior defense. I don't know what Chad Mormon will do here because she's going to pick up fouls because she's going to try to protect that rim as the free throw is good by Paige Medley. It's going to be her 9th point of the game. Second free throw by Paige Medley. It's going to be up, and it is no good. A little bit long. Rebounded by Josie Mitchum. Mitchum to Grimes. Grimes going to push the pace here. Gets trapped quickly. Backwards to Huffines. Huffines gets it, though.
Ball didn't come over. A lot of Meade County fans baying for a call, but the ball did not go back over.
Carolyn Lucas, nice pass to Huffines. Huffines gets fouled, but no call.
That's a flop. Oh, it's been given as an offensive foul. That's 4, Simon.
That's 4 on Huffines.
You were talking about selling that contact. That's what we just saw there.
Back 3 straight possessions, 3 fouls for Huffines. That is not great. And I'm sure Coach Chad Mormon will get her out of the game for probably the rest of this quarter and probably a lot of the fourth until the game. They just got to get her back in. Definitely hurts not to have her in the game as a lot of our defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding, interior defense, post presence, all that stuff comes with Huffines. Bradley, big 3 ball. I get a timeout here for Chad Mormon. He's going to do just that.
Yeah, nothing but the bottom of the net on that one.
Full timeout, 29-23. Big 3 by Peyton Bradley. 13 point of the game. Definitely not an ideal start for the Lady Tigers. Started off the quarter to get it to 24-23. Meade County, since that, went on a quick 5-0 run, forcing the timeout with Chad Mormon and 3 straight fouls by Kaylee Huffines.
Yeah, within the span of what, a minute?
Yeah.
Maybe a minute and a half?
A defensive foul, going for the shot block on back-to-back possessions. Beckman kind of gets the ball, gets to her low post. She offs the foul. I don't necessarily agree with on that call either, but, I mean, that's how the refs see it. Raymond Crucible, assistant coach, talking to the ref currently, asking him what he sees on these Huffine calls, I'm sure.
Yeah, and as regarding players this year, and yes, there's youth, but Kaylee is one of the more experienced roster members from that varsity level.
I think she played as well in her 8th grade year.
Yeah, and similar to Caroline, not being on the floor, that experience in a game like this matters. And to not have her out there, it's tough.
For sure. I mean, right now it's Caroline who's a junior and then 4 freshmen, and Carby, Ratajkowski, Grimes, and Mitchum. A lot of inexperience right now. I mean, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we got for Meade County, we have Babb, who's a junior, Maddie Clanton, who is a senior. Paige Medley, junior, Peyton Bradley, who's a sophomore, but she's played at the varsity level for quite a while. And then final player is Katie Durbin, who is also a senior. So they got the experience for sure. Caroline going to go up strong for the layup, and it's good. 29-25. Caroline doing all she can to keep the Lady Tigers in this game, and she's played a spectacular game thus far.
Yeah, definitely the standout player for Breckinridge County.
For sure. She definitely, a lot of people expected her to come into that role this year, and she definitely has done that. We're going to get a walk on Annabelle Babb. Good timeout by Chad Mormon. Nice play to the timeout.
Yeah, and it's like that when it starts to slip.
Now we're going to have Bradley guarding Caroline.
Can we beat this pressure?
Haven't been able to do it really much all game. Looks like we aren't going to be able to do it again. Another turnover, and we're going to get the ball. Caroline might pass to Roman Ratajkowski. Roman Ratajkowski smokes the layup.
And Caroline had to be careful there. Came in hard on that rebound.
One of the better looks you're going to get all year for Ratajkowski, and a nice move by Paige Medley. Great move there. Very smooth by Medley, and she's going to get another layup. Medley has played a great game this far.
11 points.
She has been the second leading scorer all year with 15 points per game. Complements the game very well at Bradley. Roman Ratajkowski for 3, and it is a little bit long. Caroline, they got to get back. They're pressing 3 people on 1 girl. That's going to lead to a fast break opportunity for Babb. Babb's mid-range jump shot is no good. You can't really have ever that 3-point or that 3 people on the press on 1 person. No. Lead. They beat the press. They're going to get an automatic bucket. Babb missed the open mid-range jump shot, but, I mean, that's a shot you got to hit.
Yeah, and the pass might have been on for the layup if the cut had been made in that 2-on-1 situation. Lady Tigers catch a break.
I think Adeline Mormon has came in for her. Got to get it past half court. This press has been killing the Lady Tigers all night. Josie blocked by Katie Durbin. Maddie Clanton now.
Yeah, and in that situation, you got to think, a steal from Kylie Carby.
Kylie can slow it down maybe.
Yeah, don't rush.
Pass to Caroline Lucas. Caroline up to the open layup, and it is good. Caroline, like I said, spectacular game this far. She has definitely done all she can to take the Lady Tigers in this game. If they win, Caroline, a lot of the credit's going to go to her for sure. Bradley, set back 3-pointer. Air ball by Peyton Bradley.
And something about that with Josie, Simon. We won't be long before we see her maybe throw a pump fake there and then drive and get to commit the defender, draw a foul, or drive by for a layup.
That's something that also comes with experience. You know, she's,
right.
like I said, freshman.
Yeah.
First year starting varsity. She played a little bit last year as an 8th grader. Another bad pass, and it's going to be probably, and is that and one? Nope, but it's going to be
definitely 2 shots.
Shooting foul.
Yeah.
Coach Moore wants it on the floor. Coach Mormon wants that foul on the floor.
We saw that rather generous continuation earlier for benefiting Breckenridge County, so I guess that's consistent.
I think that probably was a shooting foul in my opinion. I think she was going up with it. She kind of got pushed to the ground. I think that's a shooting foul in my book. Bradley going to go up for the free throw. It's good. Peyton Bradley, first free throw, good. Second free throw by Peyton Bradley is going to be no good. 14 for Peyton Bradley.
14. 32-27.
Medley and Bradley have combined for 25 of the 32 points for the Lady Wave this game. Kylie Carby pass to Grimes. Grimes hadn't scored tonight, and she's been our second best perimeter scorer besides Caroline this year. She hadn't got a bucket all night. Bradley going to the hoop strong, and that's going to be.
Is that on Caroline? She reached.
I think it might have been on Elizabeth Grimes.
Yeah, you're right. I got nervous because I saw Caroline give a little reach and she wouldn't go past. But that is a shooting foul. You feel this earthquake behind us, Simon?
Yeah, it's a bunch of young folks throwing a basketball around, running up and down.
What game you call this? They're driving down, throwing it off the wall and running back. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, in the commons, at the pillars in the commons, back in the day.
Okay. Did it have a name?
No, somebody just brought a little mini basketball, just threw it off the. I don't know.
Well, it feels like a stampede about every 20 seconds. I hope nobody crashes into us.
Yeah. Maybe a slight bit annoying to the Breck Live viewers at home who the ball continuously bouncing. But, I mean, kids are going to be kids, I suppose.
Yeah, both of those free throws good there.
Carby looking to drive.
Blocked again.
Maddie Clanton going to put the lead up to double digits with a three-point field goal now. The Lady Wave be the largest lead of the night. Clanton, pressured hard by Caroline. Caroline's got to watch out, though. Can't get that third foul, but can still play good defense. Ball with Bab. Bradley.
Yeah, they're just going to try to put it in her hands and see what she can conjure up.
Brad looking to drive, throws the ball out, and she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, just
playing her tough tonight.
And you can see lots of Meade County students gathering on the rails up here.
Yeah.
Guess there's no room in the bleachers.
Yeah, definitely. Meade County always brings a lot of support to these games. Caroline got a little stutter step, going to take it to the basket. Foul on the ground.
Yeah, draws a foul. Only the second foul, Simon, for Meade County this half.
Yeah.
Whereas Breckenridge County with 5.
I'm sure they'll be fine in the foul department. Kaylee Huffines, interesting decision by Coach Chad Mormon here. This is something I'm not going to say necessarily agree with. Huffines has 4 fouls here. Yes, the game is, I'm not going to say getting out of hand, but it's a 7-point game. I think it's the largest lead line for Meade County, but ball goes to Alan Mormon. Alan's going to look to drive, pass it to Caroline.
It's a long time to play with 4.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the way she plays, looking to contest shots in the paint. I mean, you're gonna get a foul. Looking to contest shots.
Jump ball. Stays on this end. I kind of wish they'd line it up like the NBA, WNBA.
Throw it up.
Yeah.
Ball to Caroline. Caroline will jump
definitely
shot.
A foul.
And one for Caroline Lucas.
Count the basket.
I think it's like one of the better games Caroline's played I've ever seen her play, especially in the context of a game like this against a team that's very good. Against a lower level team, obviously you're going to put up a pretty good stat line, but against a team that's like this, defending region champions, could easily go back to back and win the region once again with the way they're playing. Haven't really lost any key players. So I think this is one of the better games Caroline's ever played. Looking for her 17th point of the night. I'm not sure what her career high is, but I'm sure she may be approaching it here. It's going to be her 17th point of the night. 34-30. Oh, but Kaylee Huffines has been quickly put out of the game. She didn't get a foul, so she's been out of the game with Chad Mormon. So I think maybe Chad was maybe putting her in if he gets the ball in bounds, maybe. Not sure. Chad's being smart. Caroline's.
There.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline and her had tangled legs. I don't think Caroline was doing that on purpose, but foul.
Yeah, that's Medley on a bump.
I don't think Caroline was trying to do that on purpose.
No.
Caroline was kind of laughing about it. She couldn't really get her feet on. They were kind of looked like they were playing Twister. They kind of had an awkward angle with their legs tangled up.
Right hand green.
They couldn't really move, either one of them. Nothing wasn't anything intentional by both players. They just couldn't really move in that situation. Caroline kind of, what's her name? Maddie Clanton fell down.
Yeah. And
Caroline kind of got her legs stuck within her legs. Back to Caroline Lucas. Caroline going to pass to Josie Mitchum. Back to Caroline. Or no, back to Carby on the drive. Kylie. Fades layup is good. 34-32 in favor of Lady Waves. Still 2-point game, though.
Little 5-0 run. Cutting that lead to one possession as the third quarter approaches its end.
If I was Coach Hackert for Meade County, maybe consider a timeout here.
That's a foul given.
I'm not sure who that was on. Hopefully,
Kylie. That's 4 on
Carby. That's not great at all.
A lot of foul
4
trouble.
on Carby, 4 on Huffines, and timeout was called by Hackert. But our foul trouble for Breckenridge County, 3 key players. Caroline only has 2 fouls, I think, now, because she hadn't fouled any this quarter, which is good. So I wouldn't consider her in foul trouble at this point.
Not yet.
But 4 for Huffines and 4 on Carby, 2 starters. Definitely not great. Carby's been our second leading scorer tonight. We all know what Huffines can bring to the table with her defensive prowess, post presence, stuff like that. So definitely hurts to have those 2 both in foul trouble. But Breckenridge County's on a big run right now.
Yeah.
Playing great. 34-32. I think this game might go down to the wire. And if the Breckenridge County Tigers were to lose this game, God forbid, of course, but this kind of feel a little bit reminiscent of last year. Like, how many games did they play against Meade County? Every game that they played was a very close, highly contested game. The Lady Tigers just couldn't pull away in any of them. They played tight games, every single one of them. They were all great games. Just couldn't pull away.
You see a difference there, the experience of Meade County to get that ball in. We've seen so many times tonight, Breckenridge County turning it over.
I want to see the turnovers for sure after this game. I'm thinking at least 15, 20 even. I mean, Lucas going to reach for the foul. Medley gets hit. Foul by Adeline Mormon.
Yeah, it's kind of jumped under that layup attempt.
The foul is on number 4, Adeline Mormon. That will be her first, team 7.
Chance for Meade County to take it to 2 possessions. Or I guess technically 1 if there's some kind of 4-point play, but nobody's ever going to say a 1-possession game with a 4-point lead.
Yeah.
Medley been pretty strong at the line tonight.
First one rims out. Lucky bounce for the Lady Tigers. Second one is made by Paige Medley to get her up to 12 for the night. 12 points by Paige Medley. Lady Tigers down 35-32. Got to get across half court. Pass to Caroline Lucas. Got to get across half court.
Definitely coming through strong with those elbows. Clean through.
She might also had a little bit of a walk there, but I mean, she was getting hacked a little bit, so. Turnover by the Lady Tigers. Chad Mormon doesn't like it. Caroline Lucas. Bradley mid-range jumper. If I was Bradley, I would take Caroline to the paint.
Yes.
I mean, she's in foul trouble. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if Mormon was pushed out of bounds or if she was fouled.
No, I think it's just a turnover. Yeah, I think it's just a turnover there, Simon.
Yeah.
Meade County may. I doubt they'll hold for the shot. They'll take one.
Clanton 3, good. Big 3 by Maddie Clanton.
Yep. She, coming into this game, every field goal attempt except one, a three-pointer, and she's pretty efficient with them. I think I saw that and I was like, wow, only one 2-point attempt. Yep. And another turnover by Breckenridge County. Who's this foul on?
Bad foul on Caroline Lucas. That was her, definitely.
Yeah.
3 by Clanton. That was Clanton's first point of the game. think it's going to put him in the. That should put him in the bonus. I think 18 fouls.
Yeah, and I don't know, Simon, if this is what we're seeing, because you love the competitive nature, but the confidence. If the confidence isn't there, the pass may not be as crisp, may not be as strong, and that's happened more than a few times tonight, where a soft pass leads to a bad situation for Breckinridge County.
I'm sure Chad Mormon always, like every coach has a play that beats a press breaker. So I'm sure Chad Mormon has one of those. I'm not sure he's been using it so far tonight, but I'm sure he has one. It's going to be a foul on Annabelle Babb.
Yeah, kind of a I don't want to say a silly foul, but that rebound was never going to be secured by Meade, and that's another one towards a potential bonus. That's 5 on Meade County as the quarter's going to expire.
They get in and try to throw it. Grimes can get a shot off. Is off, and that's going to go into the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up.
4 fouls on Kylie Carby, 4 fouls on Kelly Huffines. I'm not sure how early we're going to see them this quarter. But 4 fouls on both of them. Caroline Lucas with 3. 38-32.
Nobody pays us for our opinion, but I'm thinking you got to both have to be out there to start the quarter. I mean, 6-point game. It's a risk, yes, but part of the risk reward is they are some of the more effective players, not just this evening, but for the team. Like some of the good things happening. I see they're both checking in. Yeah, I think you have to.
I think that's a smart move by Coach Mormon. The thing is, compared to prior Lady Tiger team, this team doesn't have the depth compared to like a last year's team who could use sometimes Carby, who was off the bench on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Caroline came off the bench because they usually started the 4 seniors and they started Kaylee Huffine. So sometimes Caroline will come off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa if Kaylee came off the bench as well. So that's 2 great players you can use as bench players along with Kylie, Elizabeth. Like players like that come off the bench for you, people that are starters now. So that's the difference between, like, for example, last year, if somebody like Isabel got in foul trouble, somebody like Elizabeth could come in and do maybe not as like prominent with a scoring role and all that stuff like that, but could like fill the role good enough until Isabel could come back and she got out of foul trouble. But like now, it's kind of hard for the Lady Tigers to do that with the lack of depth they have right now.
Yeah. And that is something that cannot be taught at practice. Experience, that is. You just got to pick it up in games.
Tigers need a good start to this quarter to cut the lead. 6-point game, 9-point game. Big 3 by Paige Medley.
That was off the curl, up and down. Starting to feel it. 15 for Medley.
You could argue that Medley scored 1 less point than Peyton Bradley, but you could argue she had a better game than Bradley. She played great defense tonight. Great shooting the ball. Caroline trying to give us a spark to get us back in the game. Kylie Carby takes the 3. Maybe should have taken the 3 there. Look at the pump fake.
And it's a dangerous game trying to match shots. Just got to get some baskets here. Foul on the floor. But like you say, Simon, that was a shot that was there. I mean, it was there.
Yeah, it's a shot that Kylie takes a lot of the time, too. I mean, she loves to take the 3 ball. Hits a lot of them, too. Very high percent 3-point shooter.
Yeah, able to get it in this time.
Long pass to Caroline. Caroline going to square up a 3. Long, but rebounded by Josie Mitchum. Mitchum cutting Carby. Carby is fouled.
That was a foul. After this, Meade County, with that being the 7th foul, a foul will put Breckinridge County on the line. So that foul at the end of the 3rd quarter by Babb, at least it was one closer.
See, I don't like that because like I think in the college, maybe not college actually, because college has 20-minute quarters, 20-minute halves, excuse me. But in the NBA and WNBA, the bonus resets each quarter. Like each quarter there's like a certain amount of fouls and you're in the bonus. But then like it's cumulative. I think it's cumulative by half or by the whole game. So it's a big difference from, I mean, obviously the NBA and the WNBA is a different level than what this is, of course. But
it is a different way that they enforce that.
Yeah.
With the penalty in there and the bonus here. Clean strip. Stays on this end.
Coach Chad Mormon was looking for maybe a jump ball there. Maybe could have gotten it, but the refs decided against it. Just realized look at the Tiger mascot down there in a Santa outfit.
Tis the season.
For sure.
That's over.
Backcourt violation.
Kaylee Huffines coming back in with those fouls. This time, this moment right here, Simon, can't let the game get away. Looks like our YouTube scoreboard has crashed again. That's okay.
It's okay.
If you're still hearing our voices, we're still here.
41-34. I had some kind of scoreboard problem because they heard the buzzer sound on the scoreboard for some strange reason.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
We had a sub coming in. I think they did a little bit late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have in Bab coming in for Crawley. I guess they just called the scoreboard late and the buzzer late. And when the buzzer sounds, the sub pretty much has to come in. I think that might have been what it was. Carby and Huffines both playing with 4 fouls. Lucas with the ball. Lucas going to drive. Might be an offensive foul. It's going to be an and one for Caroline Lucas. That's going to be her.
That's 19. Chance for 20.
In the game. Chance for 20 for Caroline.
Caroline Lucas. The foul is on Paige Medley, number 12, as her second team's 8th. Caroline Lucas to the line to shoot 1.
Caroline free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Bradley. Lady Tigers got to get back here. Watch this fast break. They get back pretty smoothly. Bailey Brown defending. Now we got Bailey Brown past the Durbin. She gets hit, and no call. Coach Chad Moore wants it on the floor.
The foul is on number 11, Elizabeth Brown. That is her second team's 9th.
Carby and Huffines both back, come back in here. One and one. People got to get down there and rebound. Big free throw here by Durbin. Misses this one. The Tigers can get a chance to rebound and go start the offense, and it looks like it's going to be up and good. It's going to be a 6th point now for Durbin. For Lady Tigers, Huffines, Grimes, Carby, Mitchum, Lucas starting 5, and for the Lady Waves, Medley, Babb, Clanton, Durbin, and Bradley, also their starting 5 as well. Both the starting 5 are here going to start the game and close the game, it looks like, depending on the foul trouble, of course, for Carby and Huffines. Caroline going to get the ball. Look at the Grimes, dribbling, pressed up by Annabelle Babb. Durbin hit both those free throws there. Big free throws by Katie Durbin.
Yeah.
Caroline look to drive. Stutter step. 2 steps, and she gets hit, but no call. Might be hurt a little bit. Up pass to Babb. Babb's layup is up, and it is good. Maybe consider getting a timeout here. Coach Chad Moore, the biggest lead of the night. He will get a full timeout there.
All right. That's 4-0 run there for Meade County to put it back up to 9.
5:50 to go. We got a score of 45-36 in favor of the Lady Waves. Tigers to win this game, they are going to need definitely some scoring bursts of some kind. They're going to need somebody's going to step up and make some shots. Caroline's played a great game, has 19 points, but somebody else needs to step up and make some big shots. And defensively, the easy layups, they're getting a lot of points on fast break points. We're missing shots, not getting back on defense. Gotta lock in on defense, play more aggressive, take more chances on your go for steals. What you gotta do whenever you're in a game like this against a rival who both teams want the game and want to win, district game for sure. So I mean, it's gonna come down to who wants it more.
Yeah, and that's both teams want to win, but when it comes out to that, you got to push the nerves aside, push the fear aside, and just be confident in what you can do. As we see, can we break another half-court press here?
And that's been our main issue tonight, man. Like, just the inefficiencies handling the basketball, playing smart, making smart passes. Carby, 3-ball, in and out. Tough break for the Lady Tigers. Mitchum back to Carby. Carby going to drive now. Puts up the layup. Rims out. Mitchum hit on the call. No call. Hit on the rebound. Annabelle Babb looking to give the Green Waves their first double-digit lead of the night. Maddie Clanton going to set up the offense. Clanton going to get to Durbin. So they're going to run a play for Bradley here. Bradley going to get in the low post. Bradley, jump hook. The jumper in the low post is good for Peyton Bradley.
18
for Bradley.
It's just, that is like bread and butter move right there.
Good play call by Coach Dina Hackert. Carolina Carby. Carby a little pump fake. The Huffines looking to do something with it. Like I said, her and Kylie still playing with 4 fouls. Kylie looking to drive. She gets hacked. Absolutely no call. And they're going to call a jump ball. Interesting call. Adeline's going to come in the game for Kylie Carby.
Yeah, she's maybe a little winded after that fall to the floor. Able to get it in.
Adeline Mormon going to go up. Blocking foul.
Yeah, kind of out of control on that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have given her that blocking foul. I maybe would have went to charge, but maybe she wasn't in position.
Yeah.
Double-digit lead now for the Lady Wade. Biggest lead of the night, 47-36.
And in high school, we don't have the restricted area in the paint.
Sage Crowley going to come in for Katie Durbin. Bailey Brown comes in for Kaylee Huffines. On defense, the Huffines and Carby have both been coming out of the game. Of course, for their foul trouble, they're both in. Coach Mormon obviously put them back in, both of them on offense. Both free throws are good for Adeline Mormon.
Up to 5 on the night for the young Lady Tiger.
Adeline's only in 8th grade. 3 ball by Paige Medley, and that is good.
Yeah, she's up to 18.
18th point of the game. Her and Bradley combining for 36 right now.
And that's in Carolina.
Bucket by Carolina. Carolina's 21st point of the game.
First player over 20 in the game.
I'm sure both Medley and Bradley are good chance they'll both get in that club soon. 50-40. About a little bit under 4 minutes to go. Pass to Medley. Medley squaring up Adeline Mormon. Medley gets Mitchum on the switch. Spin move. Kicks it to Maddie Clanton. Maddie Clanton for 3, and it is good. Big 3 by Clanton. The 3-point shooting of the Lady Waves has been quite good tonight. Another trap and a foul gets called.
And we saw early in the game with their 3-point shooting, they weren't dropping, but they had a lot of looks that were good, and now it's starting to average out.
Yeah. They're going to put them to the bonus.
Yeah. If there is going to be a comeback, these moments, scoring with the clock stopped,
for sure.
Crucial.
Josie Mitchum, free throw is up, and it is good. It's going to be the first point of the game for Josie Mitchum. Mitchum's second free throw, is good.
That's what it's going to take if we get in those moments to execute. She did there.
I thought the Carby would come in now for defense. If I was Coach Dina Hacker, I'd call a play, drive to the basket, try to get one of them out of the game. Paige Medley going to go to the basket, as I said.
Yeah.
Back at the Bradley, open 3 for Bradley, and that is good. The 3-point shooting, phenomenal right now. Somebody's got two or three threes in a row, and a big timeout is called by Coach Mormon.
Yeah. Medley had one. Clanton had the second. Bradley with the third.
Third 3 in a row, making a 14-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for the Lady Waves. And the game is starting to get out of control for the Lady Tigers.
Speaking of out of control, the stampede behind the assignment is going to be stopped because we're bringing the bleachers out.
Smart decision.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure whose decision that was, but it was definitely a good one for sure.
I was getting fairly concerned.
I think it was the athletic director, Patrick Critchlow, over there.
We'll see if the crowd elects to come up here. You figure, I don't want to say most Meade County fans are already here, but there could be an influx when the boys' game's about to start.
Yeah, some more people arriving just for the boys' game.
Yeah, it's already starting to fill up. It's going to be a pretty full gym for that. Stay with us if you're waiting on that one. When this game concludes, we'll be here with that. Hopefully the finish can be exciting. It's starting to get that feel of a game that's slipped away, but still 3 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, a lot of Meade County people are already filing up the bleachers right behind us. So hopefully in the rest of this game and in the boys' game, you don't hear any inappropriate language being used by the Meade County fans.
You hate to hear that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that's actually the first bucket of the game for Elizabeth Grimes.
That's a fair point. You were bringing that up earlier. Usually very prolific from the field.
For sure. First point of the game, looking to make it her third point of the game. With the free throw line. And her free throw is going to be no good. Caroline, no call. 3-ball, Paige Medley is no good. Alan Mormon looking to push the pace, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. And there's a foul called, I believe, on Maddie Clanton. Double bonus, Simon.
Definitely a good thing for sure.
Yep. Adeline 2 for 2 on the night from the line. You can hear the sound of a crowd. I don't want to say I've missed it to say there haven't been crowds. There were crowds last year and 2 years ago, but this has the feel of a packed house that we haven't had in a while for a good game. 1 for 2 there.
Peyton Bradley with the Grimes guarding her. Bradley passes to Clanton. Clanton to Medley. Medley to Bradley.
Yeah, just kind of running it down now. There's no need for Meade County to score. Just going to be patient and get a good look. There's the foul game may start. Simon, if you were coaching, your team's down 11, are you going to start fouling?
I mean, to me it depends on who has the ball. I mean, Peyton Bradley's probably going to knock down these free throws. She's a very good free throw shooter. But, I mean, if they're going to keep the ball in her hands and try to let her dribble it out, I mean, at some point you do have to foul.
Yeah, could send a double maybe.
Yeah, she is the first one. At this level, because there's no shot clock, so it's kind of hard to prevent holding of the ball unless you do foul, because it's going to be hard to just steal it out of their hands, without drawing a foul,
really
of course. Yeah. It's going to be Bradley hits both free throws. So, like I said, it depends on really who has the ball, and to me. But, I mean, you got to foul at some point, so I guess maybe start it early. Breckenridge County's got to score here. Look at the ground, spin move, kicks out to Ellen Norman. Pump fakes. Drives in, shot blocked. Paige Medley going to get the ball here.
Yeah, back in Bradley's
hands. Back where I'm sure Coach Hackert wants it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play her up close, trying to get that 5-second violation when you hit the ball. Somebody's up on you like that.
But I didn't see a referee counting it right there, Simon.
Got to get up on her for sure. Standing there is going to trigger the violation to the counter to be started. You got to get up on her. Still got to get up on her, but try not to foul in the process. Just passing it back about a minute 35 to go. And we're going to get a foul. Caroline Lucas is going to be her fourth, I believe.
Yeah. And this one's looking like it's just out of reach for Breckenridge County. It's going to be a tough one to take. Seasons don't go back like this is not. I'm not looking at this like it's the 5th straight loss, because that was last year with that 0-4.
Yeah.
The team played well, and most of the game until Meade County started scorching the nets in the 4th quarter with their 3-point shooting. It was a close game, and stuff to build on. The experience that the girls are going to get, that they can carry with them into the next game, that matters, and it's tough to take. In a loss in a rivalry game, but that's the nature of sports. Somebody's got to win.
Yeah, and Bradley's second free throw is good. Missed the first one. That's going to put up to 24 on the night. Kylie Carby's going to go to the basket. Elizabeth Grimes will take a three. It's good. And a quick timeout by Coach Chad Mormon.
Another one of the beautiful things about a sporting event, it's never over until the game is over. And a little shot like that, how many games have played out like this where Breckinridge County, or the team in Breckinridge County's position, goes on to lose? Probably a lot, but every now and then you get some kind of exciting, once-in-a-lifetime moment.
It's a lot more rare, especially at this level, because there is no shot clock. But at professional level, it's definitely a lot more common. It's definitely rare even in that position as well. But like here, it's very rare because there is no shot clock. You can just dribble the ball out for this amount of time, and the Breckinridge County couldn't even see the ball once again unless they foul.
Yeah.
So it's kind of definitely a lot less common to see.
But then again, we could be watching right now a potential instant classic.
Maybe a couple missed free throws. I'm sure they're going to get the ball in Peyton Bradley's hands. She split
immediately.
Missed the first free throw.
So there's a little trap, but Meade County able to execute quite well to beat that, and we're back to square one.
Ball in the hands of Peyton Bradley.
No double coming.
The counting is on. It might be about to be close to being 5.
Yeah,
but
it just takes a little bit of separation to reset it. But no double. You can see Coach Mormon calling for a double.
Might need to foul at this point.
There's a timeout, Meade County there. So, you know, Coach Mormon, he's applauding his girls. I think that was you think about moments, too, later in the season. Let's say it's not an 11-point lead. Let's say it's a 2-point lead, and the Lady Tigers execute that well to force that timeout. That's a big moment.
It's kind of like going through the motions, you know. Like obviously the game, it's not over yet, but it's down 11 with 46.7 to go. They still have the ball. Probably going to run out the clock without if they foul. It is what it is, but it's just good experience, like you said. Late game experience in a fairly close game. The game's been pretty much close all the way up to this 3-point barrage with the threes coming in by Clanton, Medley, Bradley. Threes they've been hitting. It's going to be a good experience for the younger, like I said, mainly a lot of freshmen on the team. So coming out now, we got Josie Mitchum, Kaylee Huffines, Carby, Grimes, and Caroline Lucas. The winner lost. Caroline has played a spectacular game tonight. 21 points for Caroline. I'm not sure if that's her career high or not.
It has to be close.
But for sure, an amazing game she's played tonight. You got to tip your cap to somebody when they play a game like that. And it's with a duo of Peyton Bradley and Paige Medley. Bradley with 24, Medley with 18, combining for 42 of their 59. Quite impressive. Good double team here. Jump ball.
And it's a jump ball.
Lady Tigers get the ball. See, that's something that Chad Mormon's got to be proud of. His girls are still fighting. They haven't given up yet. 34 seconds to go, down 11, but they're still going to give it all they have. Showing a lot of heart and determination by the Lady Tigers, and you got to commend them for that for sure.
Yep,
ball still
Meade.
with Meade, though. And to press again, trying to replicate what they just did.
As soon as she crosses that line, she's going to get doubled. And there it is.
Forces a turnover.
It's probably not going to happen, but it's encouraging these last few moments.
Chad Mormon, that's something he likes to see. I'm sure he knows that they most likely will not win this game, but it's something that he's going to preach for them to still push the pace and get this effort going. You got to get a quick shot up here. Make or miss, you got to get a quick shot up here. Caroline will lose the ball. Not sure if Chad Mormon will just tell his girls to back off here. 18.1 down 11. That's what I'd probably say that would probably be the case.
Yeah, looks like still 2 in the back. Yeah, there he goes. As this one's coming to an end, Simon, what are some of your final thoughts on this one? Maybe a preview of the boys' game coming up next.
This kind of girls, they played hard, you know. And got to respect what they were able to do tonight. Tough loss against a rival, but this is a game they're going to learn from. They're going to play them Meade County again at their place. It's a hard place to play in for sure. And you got to commend what Meade County was able to do as well. Peyton Bradley comes in, averaging 28 a game, puts up 24 against a good defensive team in Breckinridge County. Paige Medley had a great game too, 18 points. Solid game by Durbin with 7 as well, you know. Breckinridge County has something to build on, you know. not a lot of games Elizabeth Grimes is only going to give you 5 points. She's going to give you 10 to 15 points a game. A lot of games she had a bad night. But there's not going to be a lot of games like that. And if Caroline can consistently give you this scoring output, Kylie Carr will give you 10. Adeline, 8th grade, will give you 6 points. Keep some of your younger players out of foul trouble. And this is a game that you can easily win, So I think Breckenridge County played well. I think Meade County played better tonight. But it's one of those games, it's going to happen. So it's a game Meade County, or Breckenridge County, will learn from. And congratulations for sure to the Lady Waves of Meade County for a good win.
A well-played game.
For sure.
Looks now at half court, there's going to be a sort of a Hall of Fame honoring ceremony.
Former BCHS student athletes into the Breckenridge County Athletics Hall of Fame in recognition for having accepted the challenge of interscholastic competition and having displayed their God-given talents with integrity, determination, and dignity. This honor is bestowed so that their distinguished achievements serve as an inspiration to BCHS student athletes to display the same notable leadership, sportsmanship.
I think we recognize that player out there, Simon.
Yeah, this is Lily Grimes-Miller, who is the all-time leading scorer for the Lady Tigers with 2,597 career points.
Yeah, that's one of the all-time greats at half court right now.
If not the, I'm definitely, in my opinion, the greatest Lady Tiger of all time. All-time lady. She was starting varsity at 7th grade. Definitely left a legacy behind as well. Her sisters, obviously Isabel. I think she was also part of the 2,000 point club. She might be second all-time in scoring behind her sister. And by the time Elizabeth is done, she may be third. They'll have the 3 Grimes sisters, 1, 2, and 3 all-time in points scored for the Lady Tigers. It was very impressive.
It could happen.
Lily had a spectacular career, very spectacular career.
And was a finalist for the Miss Kentucky Basketball Award. Lily was named to the 11th-district all-district team during her freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior years, and to the 3rd region all-tournament team her sophomore, junior, and senior years. Lily was a part of 3 district championship teams, 1 regional semifinalist team, and 1 region runner-up team. After high school,
looks like she's getting a little. She's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff.
She's standing out there. Just
There was a. I remember before I taught at the high school, Simon, I worked at Hardinsburg Baptist Church, and I remember playing. Lily came in a couple times to play in there, and it was really fun being around such a great player. I was like, hey, I hope she's on my team.
Yeah, she also continued to, as John Kennedy's saying, continued her playing career at Kentucky Wesleyan. 4-time GMAC all-academic team performer. Definitely commendable to play at the level she played at, will also be in the scholar that she was, 3-time all-defensive team selection and a 2-time GMAC second team selection as well.
Lily is also the head coach of the HES Bearcat boys basketball team.
She's the head coach of the BCHS, or HES boys basketball team, which is impressive. She's, from here. She went to HES, paying it forward, sharing her knowledge of the game and what she's been able to do with the boys of the Hardinsburg Elementary School, which is very impressive.
Yeah, definitely. You like to see it, a standout as a student. Comes back and gives back to the community. Lovely to see.
Is Miss Sarah Shrewsbury Williams. Sarah is a 2017 graduate of
Next
Breckenridge
inductee to the
High School.
Breckenridge County Hall of Fame is Sarah Shrewsbury Williams.
Tiger basketball team for 5 seasons. She is a member of the Lady Tiger 1,000 Point Club and is one of only 15 players in Lady Tiger basketball history to achieve this milestone.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to imitate this, but I remember the distinctive call that former BCHS assistant principal and principal, Mr. Adam Cox, he had a very distinctive call for her name when she would make a shot. I'm not going to do it because he could do it way better than I could, but if you heard it, you know.
She led the team and shot 49.4%.
Sarah Shrewsbury Williams, member of the 1,000 Point Club, only one of 15 Lady Tigers in basketball history to achieve that. Definitely a impressive milestone.
Yeah, rare company.
For sure.
And 73% her senior year.
49% from the three-point line in her senior year. Very impressive. Super efficient. If you have somebody like that on your team, definitely a very crucial member for sure.
Campbellsville, Kentucky, with her husband Stone and their 2 children.
And that stat is almost mind-boggling. Like flip a coin. If it's heads, it went in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great percentage, and nice to see her honored tonight as well.
For sure. Congratulations to both her and Lily for sure, man. Very impressive.
Tonight's last Hall of Fame inductee is Mr. Carl Dale Williams.
Carl Dale Williams, the last inductee.
Carl Dale is a 1995 graduate of Breckinridge County High School.
1995 graduate of Breckinridge County High School. Member of the Fighting Tiger team that won the state championship in 1995.
And monster blocks. Carl Dale was the 6th man on the 1995 state championship.
You know, Simon, I almost asked you, what were you up to in 1995? But it's going to make me feel old.
Unfortunately, I was not alive to witness the 95 state championship game, or any of that season for that matter. But
yeah, I believe the against PRP in the final that year at Rupp Arena.
Were you at that game?
Well, Simon, no, I was not. I was alive. I was a youngster.
Yeah.
But as you know, I'm not from the area. It would have been really neat because hearing about it and the support that he and those teammates would have gotten, like the whole town traveled so well.
Rallied around that team, you know.
Yeah. And
very impressive. Congratulations to Carl Dale Williams, member of that 1995 championship team. Very impressive, and congratulations to all, as I said before, the Hall of Fame inductees. Very impressive to make the Breckinridge County Athletics Hall of Fame. Not very many inductees, so it's always impressive to be in any Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I remember we recently, of course, the gym got a kind of a makeover, some paint on the wall, fresh paint. It was on the wall behind us, and it was not. It went back several years, and like you say, it's a unique company. It's a nice gesture here. The current. I hope these current high school students realize just how great the hands they're shaking are, because it's nice to see, and I hope they are aware of that.
Yeah. Awesome for sure. It's great to see, you know, the past and the future.
Yeah, it's I don't know what, Simon, I'm not trying to make things odd, but it's an emotional thing for me. I'm getting very moved up here.
And Carl Dale Williams he played with both Brad Carby and Patrick Richlow back on the 95 championship team. Big embrace for both of them.
Yeah.
Former teammates and a championship team. That's a bond you're going to live with forever, you know.
Yeah.
Only state championship, I think, in the history of Breckinridge County.
I think 1965.
Yeah, back with, I think we had Butch Beard back on the team quite a long time ago.
From what I like to learn my Breckinridge County trivia since I'm not from here. Also, legendary Coach Homer Gray back in that team too. But here come the Fighting Tigers. Is Hunter going to throw it down to get us fired up? I think so. Oh, Jackson Lee goes for the dunk.
A lot of people who can dunk on their team. This is what most people ever had, people that can dunk, because, I mean, I've seen Lance Poole dunk before. Lance is not very tall. It's very impressive. I've seen him dunk. Hunter can dunk. Jackson can dunk. I've seen him dunk before. Jonah Miller, he can dunk. Braden Carman.
Yeah, Jonah just laid it up. He needs to. This is the time. If you can dunk.
Yeah, rivalry game.
What do you do?
Show off what you can do. Yeah, Braden Carman, I think he might have an injury, though. He's got something on his arm.
Okay. Let's see. Let's watch him.
I'm not sure where White Burnett is at. I know he can dunk as well, but I'm not sure where he's at. Oh, there he is. I see him over there, but he didn't dunk.
Hunter with the reverse. Okay, Jackson with the pink shoes.
I like it. He
almost
gets it in there. Lance Poole, he's going to try to dunk. I've seen him dunk before, though. He's very athletic. Going with the lay-in.
You can't be laying it up.
Let's see if White will try to dunk, because White can.
He just lays it up. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, if you have the ability,
show it off. You
got to use it.
Hunter definitely going to throw it down whenever he gets up there.
Yeah. The last game, of course, we were here for Breck Live at home, the last home game. He had a dunk in that game versus Grayson County off of a turnover situation. I'd like to see somebody just get, a good poster. It just blows the roof off.
Rare to see that, but it'd be nice to see for sure.
Yeah, I remember mentioning great dunks that I've seen at BCHS in person.
Braden Carter with the dunk.
There we go. That's a one-handed power. Back in 2019, 2020.
Hunter Barr. But then
Yeah,
two-handed dunk there.
Two hands for safety.
Jackson Lee now. Gonna throw one down.
Jackson, you're getting up there. Just put it in.
Oh, Lance Poole.
That was close. But Kavion had a great dunk in person. I remember back in that year.
I remember they played against Grayson County. He had a dunk, and then he had a three-pointer and set the crowd on fire. I was in the stands watching that game, actually.
Yeah.
You can see it on past the Breck Live broadcast, actually. You can watch it.
A young Simon?
Yeah, I see
living
it
it
over
up.
there. I've watched it.
I think I was up here. I wasn't calling the game. That would have been, at the time, Cameron Shaw and Wyman Dowell. Hello to former Breck Livers. But I just started slamming on the table. I mean, almost I feel like we don't see a lot of dunks, and so people don't really know how to celebrate them as well as they should. I mean, if we see it tonight, watch out for your ears at home. If Simon and I are on the mic, it's gonna ruin your speakers. Wyatt tried one there. Oh, now we're having some guys settle for a little jumper. That's okay. I guess it's part of their warm-up. Getting a look at Meade County warming up over here as well. Also have the striped pants motif going on. Simon, let me put you on the spot with a question you might not have been ready for.
Okay.
What sneaker are you going to wear? You got any choice of any? What are you going to wear? Or maybe what color? Maybe not so much the style, because we're seeing a lot out there. Some classic black and white, and then some more, let's just say exotic color options.
I mean, if I could choose like any shoe like ever, I'd probably rock maybe some like Jordan, maybe like some Jordan 11s, maybe like some Concord Jordan 11s, maybe like some Kobe Grinches, maybe. I don't know. Definitely on like a Christmas. They played on Christmas. Definitely rock some Kobe Grinches if you had some. Those are very rare though, very expensive too. But yeah, what would you wear if you had a choice out there?
Well, I don't claim to be much of a great player. I enjoy a good game of basketball, but probably my greatest years were in a pair of black Nike Shocks, and they were actually gifted to me by one of my high school friends, Matthew Cox. He gave me a pair of his old Nike Shocks, and I wore those things out. So I don't know, for the nostalgia, I'd probably go with that. So they were nice, high tops. I couldn't stand a rolled ankle. I had to have a high shoe. I couldn't play with the low.
Yeah.
Some guys do. Not me. Gym doesn't look like it's losing a crowd. If anything, it's continuing to come in, and it's going to be kicking off here. We got 14 minutes on the warm-up. Simon, I think we may take a little sponsor break, give the sponsors some air time. If you're at home, don't go anywhere. We've got 11th District rivalry action between Meade County and Breckinridge County coming up very soon.
And tonight, here is the finale. We have the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers versus the Meade County Green Wave. The Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers coming into this matchup with a record of 1-3. They are led in scoring by Hunter Barr with 14.8 points per game, followed by Jackson Lee with 10 and Mercer Rogers with 8.5.
Meade County's going to meet their starters here. Cade Scott coming out.
Meade County led in scoring tonight by Peyton Hardesty and Garrett Johnson, both with 9.
Number 21, Garrett Hardesty.
Garrett Hardesty.
Number 30, Peyton Johnston.
Peyton Johnston, Garrett Hardesty, Alex Waters, Cade Scott, and I don't know who the final starter was.
That would be
Ryan Dykus.
Yep, number 13. Who's going to be getting off the bench for the Tigers?
Holton Miller with the start. I think we have a different starting lineup every single game we've had.
Yeah, a lot of new faces this year, trying to find a rotation that works, experimenting here and there.
Devin Spalding with the start.
Yeah, you're not going to miss Jackson with those feet.
Braden Herman also with the start.
And that's center number 2, Hunter Barr. Breckenridge County is coached by assistant coaches Jeremy Bennett.
Yeah, now if thinking about the numbers, if number 2 Hunter Barr has a game like number 2 Caroline Lucas just did, it's
a pretty good game.
Be a good game. Another rivalry about to tip off here.
Big rivalry game for sure.
A lot to prove. It's been a little while since Breckenridge County has
defeated Meade.
Taken Meade down.
Yep.
You looking for little wins?
Tip is
got
game.
The tip.
Devin Spalding passed to Hunter Barr. Barr in the corner. Colton Miller guarded by number 21, Garrett Hardesty. Spalding. Pass to Jackson Lee is stolen.
Unable to keep it in, though.
Didn't think so, but apparently he did. Hunter Barr or Jackson Lee hit him with a walk.
Yeah. It's another one of those quick feet shuffles. You get excited, and then there it goes. A lot of pressure. 4 in the backcourt for Breckenridge County on that moment. Meade handles it well.
Cade Scott with the ball, passes it to Peyton Johnston. 3 ball is good.
Oh,
by Cade Scott. Those are the threes to the student section.
You don't want to provoke the crowd, or maybe you do.
I like that. I'm a big fan of that, actually. I like that.
Okay. The thing is, that's only going to increase the tension in the room.
Yeah, at first I thought he threw up a different obscene gesture with his fingers, but I wasn't quite sure what he wasn't quite sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just the three.
It happened to be just the threes. Braden Cohn's big layup. 3-2.
Now that was well executed. A nice steal, easy layup. Nothing the defender could do.
Cade Scott looks like another 3, but he
thought about
not
it.
to.
Oh, you think he'd flash the threes at the bench? Ooh.
Maybe.
Hand in the face, no good there.
Braden Carmen, big rebound.
From Hardesty.
Hunter Barr puts it to Jackson Lee. Lee gives to Colton Miller. Colton pass to Jackson. Hunter looking for the bar. Hunter might get, he's getting out of the paint now, but I think he might get a 3-second call there.
Yeah, he's vacated that area. Yeah. You gotta be alert for that. That is going to be a call that will happen.
Jackson Lee. Colton Miller going to drive, pull up jumper mid-range, and it is no good. Board by Jackson Lee. Putting it back up, and it is also no good. Braden Carmen
got it. Jump ball. That's a Simon. If I put my arm over your back, and reach up over your shoulder, I guess that's well, it happens.
Yeah.
As we saw in the girls' game, though, no love lost. on the floor.
Peyton Johnston.
Meade County's working
very
around the
hard to see.
perimeter.
Cade Scott, another three is no good. Fought on the ground for the ball with Braden Carmen.
Yeah, 2v1 on the floor.
Those are the kind of plays that Jeffrey Grange loves to see. Braden Carmen, all on the floor. That's why he's probably in the starting lineup, because the Grange knows he's going to give it his all. He's going to hustle. He's going to give it everything he's got.
Yeah, he was first to the ground.
Hunter Barth with the double team. Going to get to the basket. He's going to put it up. Three guys on him. Travel call.
Yeah. He got into a position where he had made that great split and then
really
just kind of ran out of room. Simon, I apologize a second ago. I talked over you. I'm just so excited.
No, it's all good. Big game like this, Pass to Scott. To the students actually not screaming at him just because he did that gesture towards them.
Yeah.
Students actually can remember that stuff. Scott, the drive, floater, a little short.
And he compounds the miss with a foul. So it's a long game. One foul. Jackson Lee bringing it up.
Still just 3-2 now. Hunter Barr playing a little point guard. A little pass to Braden Carmen. Big catch by Braden Carmen. Up with it. No call.
Lots of contact.
Yeah.
Look, maybe like a jump ball is going to come out of this. And Simon, this is one of those things.
Yeah.
The contact is there. And I get not wanting to get players in early foul trouble, but sometimes
you got to call it the way it is, Yeah. Jackson Lee, 3-point field goal, no good. And to me, the jump ball, good point on Hunter Barr. The jump ball at this level kind of become like a referee bailout to me. If there's contact, they both have their hands on the ball, but it could be easily a foul call. They say it's going to be. They just call it a jump ball,
Yeah.
It's kind of just two of them are on the ground. They both have, but they're not going to make a call. They're just going to say jump ball and just possession arrow goes to which team. I mean, there is obviously time for the jump ball, but I think it's not as frequent as what it gets called necessarily.
Yes.
Trevor Ling going to end the game for Cade Scott. Missed 3-point field goal by Meade County, rebounded by Ling. Peyton Johnston.
Oh, that's a little deep.
Boarded by Braden Carmen.
Yeah,
I was wondering if we see Mercer into the game, and here he comes. Pass the Bar. To me, Hunter, it's hard to guard Hunter without fouling him, especially with a smaller defender on him. So he should be attracting a lot of these foul calls, and he just got one there.
Yes.
Mercer going to come in for Colton Miller. So now we have Jackson Lee, Devin Spalding, Braden Carmen, Hunter Barr, and Mercer in the game. Devin thought about shooting it there, I think, but he passed out.
Got caught in two minds there, shoot, pass, and then anytime you get in that situation, more often than not, it's going to be a turnover.
Devin Spalding going to come out of the game for Lane Tall.
Yeah, Coach LaGrange giving him a little advice there, getting a breather. The 2-3 look here from Breckenridge County in defense. And if that's the case, you have to be aware of the outside shooting. Can't fall asleep, lose somebody in a corner.
Johnston 3.
Another deep one. That's well behind the line.
3 ball by Peyton Johnston. Pass cross court to Lane Tall. Pushed down is Hunter Barr. Mercer Rogers going to get across half court. Pass it to Jackson Lee. Jackson passes to Hunter. Hunter going to go baseline. So the shot is good, but it's going to be no basket on the floor.
Yeah, Hunter drawing another foul. 2 fouls that he's drawn in as many minutes out there. And we saw fouls come into play in the girls' game.
Yeah, drawing foul trouble. Lane. The drive, jump stop, little floater for Lane Tall. He's a little bit short, but it was a good look. Ling. Excuse me, that was Hardesty.
Yeah, I really like the effort from Braden Carmen.
For sure.
Early on,
Peyton Johnston
Not
now
backing down.
to Garrett Hardesty. To number 22, Hayden Schaus. Back to Johnston, to Hardesty. Schaus. Hardesty. Going to put the moves on Lane Tall.
A lot of these Meade County possessions looking the same, Simon. A lot of cycling it around
Three ball
for a
by Peyton
three.
Johnston again. No good. A rebound by Hunter Barr. Hunter looking to with the Mercer Rogers. Mercer. Let's pass to Lane Tall in the corner. Pass to Jackson Lee. Pump fakes a three, and he traveled again. Just that quick little shuffle. And the thing is, you don't even realize you do it at times. You just kind of instinct. You get the ball, you do a little move, but your foot moves a little bit farther than what you would like it to, and you just it's a travel call.
Wyatt Burnett coming in for Jackson. Yeah, but Meade, they haven't been able to really get in the paint, and it's a lot of this cycling it around and then a long shot. And they've hit two, and that's the game so far.
If you're a good shooting team, it's something you can live with. But you got to eventually have somebody who can push the pace and get it into the paint. You can't live, especially at this area, you can't live and die by the three. I mean, you can. Most of the time you're going to be dying by it and living by it at this level.
And there's a carry.
Yeah,
most of the time you'll end up in the, well, I hate to go into an extended metaphor on that, but you're right, Simon. It's not going to go well. And that's a credit to Breckinridge County defensively early, frustrating Meade in that way.
Lane Tall gets it to Hunter Barr on the baseline. Hunter looking to go baseline.
And count that one. Yep, that's and one.
But I like the effort of the Meade County defender. He tried to get position. I think he was a little bit late. That's why he didn't get the blocking call. Some of the Meade County fans and faithful wanted the call to go their way. He was a little bit late. But if he got there quicker, he got in good position, but he just didn't get the call that time. But if he gets there a little bit quicker, he probably gets that call. But it's an and one for Hunter Barr, and he's looking to make the free throw, and he does. Gets the roll.
Credit to Hunter, though, for being explosive.
Being aggressive. He's trying to get to the paint, which I respect about Hunter. He knows how to use his height to his advantage for sure. Wyatt looking to play some good defense there. Pass it to Hardesty. Hardesty for three. That's going to be an air ball. Hunter Barr looking to push the pace, but he passes it now. A little skip pass to Jonah Miller. Jonah to Mercer. Mercer pump fakes the three ball. It's stolen from him by Hardesty.
Good defense there from Hardesty. He didn't go for the pump fake, and then he was there to scoop it up.
Johnston now.
Has Meade attempted a two-point
I do not think they have. They haven't really attempted that many shots. It's just been a bunch of threes when they have taken them.
Yeah, there's a turnover.
Hunter, electric on the fast break. We get to the basket now. Continuation?
I don't think they're going to give him that, but, we were talking about Braden Carmen. Hunter looking hungry out there
for sure
tonight. How about a little out-of-bounds lob jam?
Hunter, three ball, money.
Woo, boy.
Hunter looking to have a great game against a rival.
And we talk about important moments early in the game to have it flowing like that.
Hunter already with a quick 8 points.
Yep. He had that three and then the and one converted three-point play. And then a layup, 8 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for Barr. Good defense by the Fighting Tigers.
Yeah, you got to love it. Coach Green, several rounds of applause there. Frustrating the Green Waves here.
Peyton Johnston. The time Hardesty gets the ball, it's handing air ball now for the previous possession air ball. The D by White Burnett had his hands up. He looked like good defense.
And that's a tough.
Alex Waters with the basket. Wyatt. Wales, he's playing good defense. He had his hands up. Jeff LaGrange didn't love the call, but
right. 1.6 on the clock. It's not killing the momentum. It's just unfortunate.
For sure. Waters. Misses the free throw.
Good box out by Wyatt there. He did make that foul, but you have to give him credit. Sealed that rebound. Nothing, because that would have been really unfortunate to give up a two off of that.
Solid first quarter, though, for the Fighting Tigers. Still up 10-8.
Yeah. Ooh, that was another fast quarter.
Yeah.
The girls' game started fast.
I'm sure this game looked like the girls will slow down, though. Meade County isn't playing very fast. They're playing a slow, passing around, swinging around until we get an open three.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of that approach because you're not really helping yourself. And there's really not a lot of off-ball movement. Just standing around, passing around until we get a three we like.
Yeah, and on a couple of occasions, I should say, Meade settles for a long three. One went in. That was Johnston. Of course, Cade Scott had the one, 20 seconds into the game, little goading of the pep section. But they made those 2 threes, and until that drive by Waters where he drew the foul, it was a lot of missed shots. Now, with the girls, and we don't like to draw parallels all the time, but we were here for both games.
Yeah.
Early in that game, Meade County had some open shots from 3 that Medley, Bradley, they weren't hitting them then.
Yeah.
But later in the game, I guess you could say when it really mattered, they stepped up and sealed that game. So could we see a similar storyline here?
But the thing about the girls is they were, like Peyton Bradley and Paige Medley, they were also getting their buckets in the paint, though. Like,
yes,
they weren't really trying to have a one-dimensional style of play. They were just getting their threes when they had them, the opportunities. They weren't seeking out the three. They were just, if they had an open three, they were going to take it. And they hit a lot of them. But this team, they aren't really looking to push it into the paint. They're just they're searching for the three-pointer, it looks like.
Yeah.
Nice move now for the mid-range J. No good.
Scott off with that one.
Mercer looking to push the pace here. Lane Tall. Nice pump fake by Lane. Ow, almost got the and one, but a good move by Lane Tall with the pump fake, get him up in the air and draw the foul. The Tigers pushing the pace a lot here. Good way to run the fast break.
Yeah, stay in control. If you're going to play fast,
playing smart basketball. Lane Tall misses the first free throw.
Second one's good.
Close game here. Mercer.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to stay. It's not going to do anything, but it gets in the mind of the guard, the point guard there. Another three from Johnston.
No good. Hunter, look at the effort by Hunter Barr. He didn't get the call. They didn't get the ball to go his way, but like seeing a guy who has been your leading scorer this year, you could argue he's the best player on the team. He's hustling and giving it his all. Some of the younger players on the team, the freshmen, the sophomores, it shows that even the players that you consider like the quote-unquote best, they're still going to give it their all in the hustle.
And it would have been easy. It would have been easy for him to let that
Just
go.
let that go, yeah. It shows how much he wants to win. It's something you got to respect about Hunter Barr.
He's got it right now.
Barr, good pass.
No
Mercer
look.
Rogers, Mercer Rogers for three.
Dial it up,
Mercer
Simon.
Rogers. Big shot by Mercer Rogers there. Great shooter Mercer is in his first three of the game, his first points. Gets to go. Big game.
That no-look pass from Hunter as well. He's still feeling it.
Scott for three. He does another gesture to the student section.
Yeah. From a similar spot where we made the first one, that left wing.
Might be his favorite spot over there on that wing. Mercer. Going to set the screen, and Braden Carm looking to set the screen. Good pass by Mercer. White didn't go up with it. White went up with it a little bit late.
Yeah, I don't think he realized.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't think he realized he was that open. Yeah, great minds think alike there.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a pass by Mercer. Great look by Mercer. I don't think White caught it. He kind of looked behind him because he didn't realize. He figured because at that point we're expecting a block because when they come from behind you over top of you and block it, but he didn't really. I don't think he thought that there was really anybody.
Yeah, it surprised to be that free.
Yeah.
Right beneath the basket. Just a defensive lapse there.
Yeah.
From Meade County, and to his credit, he knocks down the first one. If he knocks his second one down, we'll just shrug our shoulders and say he wanted to practice.
It's all right, you know. And the second one rims out.
Free throw shooting kind of hurt versus Grayson County, and hopefully that's not going to repeat from a Breckinridge County standpoint.
Yeah, Ed's team only shooting 50% from the free throw line, which is never great. Coach LaGrange definitely made that emphasis in the last couple practices for sure. Butcher's still up, but some young folks behind us still
Yeah.
in the urge to dribble the basketball.
I just got one off the chair there. It's the future.
Yeah. Maybe some of the future players dribbling right now. They're working on their craft, you know. Maybe some of them someday.
Oh, yeah.
Might be some future Brick Livers, too.
Hey.
Maybe. Wyatt Burnett gets a foul called on him.
That's going to be 2 on Wyatt. He had that foul on Waters that led to the basket. 3 on the Tigers, though. Not in trouble yet. There's Scott letting another one fly.
Wasn't feeling the 3 that time.
That's the wrong side. He likes the other side.
As soon as I can kind of mock him doing his little 3-point gesture there.
Simon, I say this with as much care as I can muster. It's got to be tough being a student in today's world. My heart goes out to all of y'all, everybody of every school. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
But enough about that. Back to the game.
Scott.
Nice play there to break that.
Back to Hardesty. Nice move to the paint. Try to tip in by Lang, that wasn't Lang there, but he didn't quite get it up.
Away with it.
Mercer, pump fake.
He's got Hunter, who's definitely feeling it.
See what Hunter opts to do with the rock here. Pass it back to Mercer. And a little bit of the zone here is a 2-3 here for.
Yeah, good 2-3 look.
If they get it to Hunter here, looks at Hunter crossing the baseline. That was a good cut by Hunter. I don't know if the other Tigers saw it.
Making himself available.
Turnover by Colton Miller.
Braden Carmen to the floor, unable to get that one.
Kate Scott. Ooh. Might have been a carry or double dribble or something. I think he picked up his dribble.
It looked a little funny. He's not paying attention. Coach LaGrange, active hands on the sideline. I think he might have been thinking he got away with a little violation. It's tough right there. But Coach LaGrange, always paying attention.
So now we got Mercer, Hardesty. I think Wyatt came out for Chase Hardesty. Mercer, Hardesty, Braden Carmen, Hunter Barr, and Jackson Lee in the game now.
They had Hunter again.
I'd look for I thought it was LaGrange. I've seen a zone run like this. Nice shot by Hardesty, but it is no good. Good put back by Hunter. I thought he probably could have dunked that, honestly.
I know.
I could have.
I was halfway out of my seat. Double dribble, though, here. Kind of unforced, too.
I think he could have. I don't think he could have dunked it. I think they need to look at him for maybe like a lob opportunity when he's cutting across the baseline there.
Yeah.
They have him open when there's nobody really on him when he crosses the baseline to try to mess up that zone. Yeah,
watching Hunter go side to side, there are no Meade County players, as you say, Simon, that are getting in, not even paying attention.
Yeah.
And that is, to revisit the kind of a little bit while ago Los Angeles Clippers, that's Lob City.
Yeah. That's something you got to look for. I think Mercer, he's probably one of the better passers, if not the best passer on the team. I think Mercer's somebody who I think would look for that. If he gets the ball at top and he sees Hunter cross, I think he would maybe throw that lob up there to him.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and apologize in advance, Simon. I will scream over you if there's any kind of poster action.
It definitely, it'd be a rivalry game like this would be a great time to get a big poster for sure.
And it's there. They're not. They aren't
really looking for it. At least give Hunter not necessarily even a lob, just like maybe like a lob pass, not necessarily like lob it to him, but just toss it up there. Yeah,
go get it.
I mean, even now he's got a smaller defender on him, and he had Johnston on him, he's probably got about 5-6 inches over him. I think Hunter could put him in the post, get a little jump hook in the post there on him. He still does have him on him.
Yeah, Johnson is choosing that.
I'd get him the ball right now if I was Mercer Rogers. Mercer's looking to get him the ball. I'd seal him off to the basket, just one dribble and just over his head. And I think they switched defenders on Hunter now. It's Hardesty passed to Hunter Barr. Hunter Barr for the three. He thought he had that one, but he pushed by Braden Carmen.
Yeah. He's apologetic. Immediately the hands go up.
Yeah.
But that's going to be something that will increase the tension in the room. Hadn't had a basket in a while.
Yeah. The thing about that push was I think he kind of realized what he was doing halfway through. He kind of slowed the push.
Yeah.
He didn't full forcefully push him. He kind of stopped the push a little bit because I think he realized he was kind of in the wrong in that situation.
Yeah. Great active hands from Mercer, almost forcing that turnover.
Scott. He's going to take the three there.
He's going to take that one.
Three. Money by Cade Scott.
It's his third triple of the evening.
Scott only has 2.5 points on the season, so
he's way beyond that.
Yeah.
Some clapping on the field. Listen to me, field. Sorry, Simon.
No, you're good. Mercer looks for Hardesty. Hardesty looking to drive. Floater by Hardesty.
Tough shot.
It's tipped by Jackson Lee. 14-15. The Green Wave could take the lead here.
Yeah, 4 of their 5 field goals, 3-pointers. Scott, that's a long 2. He gets a kind roll on the new rims.
It's 11 for Scott here.
Double figures.
Scott was taunting the Breckenridge County student section, but if he can keep up this level of play, I don't mind it.
Yeah, you thought he was going to go cool after, but he's rattled in 11 points in the half.
Hardesty for 3. Air ball for Chase Hardesty.
Good rebound, though.
Rebound by Carmen. Puts it up, and he draws the foul.
It's hard to fall an open 3, like if you got the shot, taking the shot, you know, but didn't go in. Waters picks up the foul.
Scoring that day, now we got 11 for Scott, 3 for Johnston, 2 for Waters for Breckenridge County, 2 for Braden Carmen, 8 for Hunter Barr, 1 for Lane Tall, 1 for White Burnett, a 3-point field goal by Marshall Rogers. Evan Spalding going to come in the game for Chase Hardesty.
Yeah, Hunter hadn't come out yet.
Braden Carmen a little bit short on the free throw.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. And
she's done the NBA at times, you know, it's all right.
And he's going to hear about it.
He will.
That's the nature of this, of high
school
sports.
Name of the game. Yeah. Hardesty, mid-range jump shot is good.
It's his first field goal of the night.
Maybe consider getting a timeout here from Jeffrey Grange if the Wave score another time here without us getting a bucket. I think they're going to build it a run. Spalding. Devin is a great shooter, but he's not a great pass there. Hunter looking to split the double team, but he gets fouled a little bit, maybe. Burst on the ground, going to get it to Hunter.
No way.
Bar for 3, and it's no good.
Oh, 2 players down. That's Carmen and Ling behind the play. Stripped by Devin Spalding.
Devin might slow down a little bit here. Yeah, Spalding going to slow it down. Let's pass to Hunter. Or that Jackson Lee, sorry. Lee short. Spalding looking for another steal. Look at Devin Spalding looking on the defensive end here, playing really aggressive. Looking to get another steal. He got the steal in the previous possession, but he wasn't able to get it that time. Johnston and Scott back and forth.
Frenetic pace. Just shot after shot.
Great game with a minute 25 to go. Johnston, the pass. Hardesty to Scott. Pump fakes the 3. Fading away, a little mid-range jumper. Tapped by Lee, but he didn't grab it, but Hunter Barr was able to corral it. Mercer Rogers here. Mercer might a little pull-up jumper here. Nice pass by Mercer, but it is taken away. Fighting Tigers were able to get it, though.
That pass was
interesting.
Nice.
It was a nice pass, but it got deflected. I couldn't really see that well from the angle.
Yeah, and we got some occasional fans jumping up and feeling the energy. I mean, look right here. Throw it to Hunter. Just throw it up. There we go.
Missed it. Braden Carmen, it's the deck.
Don't foul right there.
Yeah.
It'd be silly.
Right off the missed shot. It's always when the most common fouls are going to occur. But sometimes the frustration foul, if you miss like an easy layup, something like that, you get the ball stolen from you.
Yep.
Hardesty gets it to Johnston. Johnston to Hardesty. Hardesty. Johnston.
Have an open shot for Ling.
I don't think he realized how open he was, but knocks it down. We were up at a pretty good amount, but now the lead's actually down now. Jackson Lee with the floater short. Wide open. Nice pull.
Yeah. That's not a bonus situation because it's the 6th, but 11.1 on the clock, just around 9 seconds after the ball's in and caught. Oh, They worked it well. No good there.
Peyton Johnston gets it.
Yeah, that was Michael Blackman with the miss in the corner, but unable to secure the rebound. Leads to Johnson headed to the line.
Team 6.
Simon, are you able to repeat what the pep section's saying? I can't hear it. But we don't need to give air.
Yeah.
We need to give air to some things.
Not quite sure.
Maybe. Okay, who knows what they're saying.
Not sure. Mercer's going to push the pace really quick. Mercer for the three, and it rims out. 22-15 in favor of the Wave of Meade County. It's now halftime. We'll get a quick break and we'll be right back. This is Rec Live. back for the second half of action of this rivalry game between the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers and the Meade County Green Wave. Mr. Garrett, what's your opinion on the first half we just saw so far?
I think we can break it into two sort of, break it the half into a half, not like a quarter thing, but here's two storylines. Early, Hunter Barr came out hot. 8 points early, three-pointer. Picking up in a loose play kind of moment for a layup, and then a three-point play. Breckenridge County in that time, frustrating Meade on the defensive end with the solid 2-3 zone, forcing a lot of long shots. Now that's the first story. The second part of that, I guess chapter, if you will, Meade County started throwing it in, getting some looks in the paint, and then the offense dried up for Breckenridge County. Other than Hunter's got 2 field goals, Braden's got 1, and then Mercer with a 3. That's it for the made shots. And we had some free throws. Elaine and Wyatt got some free throws, but it sounds so oversaid, but you've got to make shots to win. And right now, Meade County making more shots.
Yeah, Breckenridge County, they started off pretty, I want to say a sizable lead, but they were up by like 5-6 points at one point, and they just kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit. They kind of got, I don't know, they kind of got just a little overzealous, if you will. But
yeah, just some of the stuff that we saw, maybe. I don't know what's your opinion on like the hot hand? Do you go to it?
Well, I think it's going to be hard to stop Hunter the way they're guarding him. Like they had a lot smaller defender guarding Hunter. They just weren't giving him the ball. So I think when you have somebody like that Hunter, who's had a very good game so far, you get him down on the paint, and there's a small defender guarding him. You got to feed him the rock.
I mean, you can't fault a guy for taking an open shot. However, we saw Hunter. We can see him running the baseline, getting in spots to receive it. Anyway, it's more than one. There's more than one facet to this game, but that's something that if it's going to be he's the leading scorer, we'll have to see how the second half goes.
Starting the first half off with Mercer, Colton, Braden Carmen, Hunter Barr, and Jackson Lee. Colton was going to get it to Hunter, but he throws it away. Cade Scott has been the leading scorer, 13 points for Meade County.
Yeah, you said he was averaging just a little under 3 for the game.
2.5. Hardesty, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded by Braden Carmen. Mercer. I'd like to see some Mercer-Hunter pick-and-roll action, I would. And a foul. I think a Mercer-Hunter pick-and-roll, maybe even like a lob is going to be off of that, like a pick-and-roll for the lob.
Yeah. It's such a tried-and-true method of getting the basket, the pick-and-roll.
Jacob Henning looked to take the 3, but he passes. Hunter is getting held on that play, too. Could have been an and 1. But
yeah, that was a strong set. Yeah,
sure.
Strong offense right there.
Strong take, too, by Hunter. Johnston, he's a good shooter. Got to get up on that, but it is no good. Good defense straight up for the Fighting Tigers.
You got lucky. Johnston, he can knock those down.
I think they're in man coverage now. Just man-to-man defense, not man coverage, like I'm playing a football game.
Well, I said field earlier, so you're off the hook. Oh, that's sent
to
the
Hunter
way.
Barr. Braden Carmen, I think he's going to take a charge there, but good pass, that good shooter, Colton Miller, but he's going to kick it to Jacob Henning. First minutes of the game for Henning. Barr, nice no-look pass again to Hunter Barr. Mercer, nice ball movement to Jacob Henning. Henning, trying to get to Hunter Barr.
Idea was good, but Meade County read that well.
Good defense by Peyton Johnson, I think, got that steal. Cade Scott, I said he had the hot hand tonight.
Yeah,
the threes.
His favorite side would be our side now, Simon, this left side.
Hardesty, look at the ball. Henning going to dive on it. And he throws it away. Scott now. Mercer, good defense on Scott. Dykus, Johnston for 3. No good. Rebound fought for by Braden Carmen. Braden Carmen getting fouled. They do call it now.
Call. There were several opportunities that possession for Breckenridge County to secure that loose ball, and it didn't come back to get them that time. But we got to start rebounding.
Love Braden Carmen's defensive hustle out there. He's just fighting for every single rebound. You're gonna know Braden Carmen's gonna be. If he doesn't get it, even he's gonna be fighting for it for sure. Colton Crossball pass to Hunter Barr. Hunter Barr ball fake here.
There's nobody
Tries to
there.
get it to Jacob Henning, but not a great pass there.
Yeah, but maybe not on the same page. That
Hardesty take the fadeaway there. Scott. Dykus for three. No good. Long rebound, though. That's Jacob Henning.
another. Yeah. Meade County is cleaning the offensive
Back
glass.
to Dykus. Lane Tall will come in and put some more size on the floor.
Well, Scott missed that three. It's the right side. I mean, come on this side.
Back to Hunter Barr. Dunk that thing, Hunter. Oh, and he missed the dunk.
Yeah, maybe he caught it on the turn, maybe not quite gathered.
Yeah, I don't think he had full control of it yet. He tried to go up with it. I think he got a loss on the way up. Jacob Henning playing some press defense on Kate Scott. Waters next to Scott there. Blocked by Hunter Barr.
Going to stay this direction.
Hunter Barr playing some good interior defense. That dunk would have been big. I think it would have definitely set the crowd on fire if we could have got that.
Yeah.
Kind of would have been a little bit of a poster. There's a guy under. There's a guy on him.
It was Cade Scott.
He had it, but I think he just lost it. He definitely would have finished the dunk if I think he would have had full control of it.
Yeah.
Cade Scott now. Looking to put the moves on Lane Tall.
I wouldn't leave him on
Pass
this
to
left
Hardesty.
side.
Hardesty going to pull up for the jumper mid-range. That's a shot I feel like is underutilized. And if somebody has a good, like Kevin Durant, for example, a good mid-range jump shot, you can elevate over the guy guarding you. Plus, if you get the height advantage, a couple dribbles, mid-range pull-up jump shot, it's pretty unstoppable if you can utilize it correctly for sure.
Yeah.
A good way to utilize it there by Hardesty.
And it's more, as you watch the game kind of evolve, a lot of love for the three.
Yeah.
And so you don't see, like you say, as many guys taking that mid-range. But if you can knock it down, the defense not expecting it.
I think that's multiple mid-ranges. Like Cade Scott, I think, hit one. Waters going for the little free throw line mid-range jump shot. Doesn't get the rebound. Doesn't get the bounce. Lane Tall looking to push the pace. Trapped. Pass down low to Braden Carmen. Braden Carmen, one dribble. Looking to go up with it. Carmen. Foul call and one for Braden Carmen. Make it 24-19 and make it 24-20 if Carmen can convert the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, we don't you don't give out player of the game in the third quarter, but if it wasn't only if you look, okay, let me start 5 sentences. if you just looked at points, you might not think Braden's having the game, but I might put it for him right now.
His hustle is definitely unmatched. I think that's something LaGrange realizes. He's definitely not. You wouldn't say he's the greatest shooter, the greatest scorer, but he's going to hustle more than anybody out there. You know, when his rebounding, he's probably leading the game in rebounding for either side right now. Hustle plays stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet that dives.
Yeah.
Diving for loose balls, you know, fighting for rebounds, getting jump balls to change that possession arrow, you know. That's stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but that's stuff that Braden Carmen does. Even like shots contested, that's something that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but another big rebound by Braden Carmen. He couldn't really, I think he was kind of getting tripped there. He couldn't really anywhere to throw it to.
When he secured it,
he kind of
going through two, he's off balance and then nowhere to go.
Passes in out of Hardesty. Fighting Tigers. Carmen, Miller. Floater now, no good. White Burnett gets the ball. Colton Miller. Euro. That's and one. And one for Colton Miller.
Now, Simon, I'm with you on the Euro, but for the folks at home who may not know what you mean, what are you talking about there?
Euro's kind of you just take two big steps and just kind of move the ball in one direction and switch your kind of feet in your direction where you're going. Colton Miller had a very good one there.
It was a great. As soon as I saw it, I thought the same thing.
Colton Miller gets very low to the rim very low to the ground on his free throw. Is kind of where he's shooting the free throw. He's really low to the ground. He's doing a squat basically on the ground. He just kind of rises up for his free throw. Missed that one, but he's usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Richard looking to mount a comeback here. Played a very good third quarter thus far.
And other than that Hardesty pull-up jumper, Meade's missed a lot of shots this quarter, but then again, so too.
They've had a lot of open opportunities. There's one possession they had like about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds to like all open shots. Didn't really can get to convert any of them. Dykus looking to take the 3 ball. It's no good. Rebounded by Johnston. Johnston gets on the basket, gets it out. The thing about that is that Johnston is one of the smaller guys on the court, but when you want it more than somebody else, you're gonna. It's an effort play right there by Johnston. Offensive rebound, putting it in. Take a chance of points.
14, that's Waters going to be called through Braden on the ground. Looking up at the scoreboard, Simon, it's already 5 fouls on Meade County. And like you mentioned earlier, I believe it was in the girls' game, it's not like a professional where it's by the quarter.
Yeah.
This is by the half.
Hunter going to come in the game now for White Burnett. Mercer looking to get it in. This is Colton Miller. Colton Miller pulling for the 3 ball. No good. Braden Carmen going to fight for the rebound. Braden Carmen misses the layup. Hunter Barr gets it again. He gets hit on the shot. No call. Now Braden Carmen is called for the foul.
Yeah, that probably could have been 4 fouls in that sequence.
Hunter Barr was pounding his arm. He wanted a foul. I think he should have got one, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was kind of falling back when he shot it.
Kind of got hit on the arm as he was going up with it.
The Christmas Tiger does not agree.
Yeah.
Santa Tiger. Oh, Santa, Simon. Santa Claus, there we say. Oh, steal.
Mercer Rogers up with a layup for Mercer. It is good. Tigers get the crowd up and at him. Mercer looking to steal there maybe. Colton Miller going to gamble for the steal.
It's a small.
Out of bounds for Meade County. Stepped out.
Looks like a baby carriage over there that he just missed on that dive out of bounds. Here we
Mercer
go.
Rogers can tie the game here with a 3-point shot. What's a little motion set here the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers are running? Nice little play there by LaGrange. Colton Miller for 3. It is.
That's going to stay.
Stay here. That was a good play, though.
It was.
They had 3 guys set up here. We had, I think it was
Lane, Hunter, and Colton.
Hunter kind of ran to the paint. Lane stayed put, and Colton kind of wrapped around Lane.
It was very nice.
Had an open 3-pointer, but he missed it. But the Tigers still got opportunity to get a basket here. Tossing it to Hunter Barr if he can't get it in here. Colton Miller going to get it on the inbound. He's going to drive, get hit, but no call. Got to get back on defense for the Tigers here. They are. Nobody's on Hardesty.
Yeah, he thought about that.
Yeah. Hardesty being guarded by Lane Tall. Johnston guarded by Braden Carmen. Cade Scott still the leading scorer. 13 in this game. Didn't move. Good defense by Colton Miller. Good defense by the whole Fighting Tiger team.
You just got to keep it up.
3-pointer. No good. Hunter Barr. Thought Hunter I'd look to take coast to coast here, but he passed it to Mercer Rogers. Mercer with a good pass to Colton. That's a little mid-range jumper for Colton. It's going to roll in for Colton Miller. Mid-range J for Colton.
Yeah, 1-point game. Looks like
timeout, Meade
Victor
County.
Takes that timeout.
It's a good timeout, in my opinion. You got to slow the momentum down. The crowd's getting into it a little bit. Calm the storm.
Yep. Meade County only 2 field goals this quarter. One of them, the pull-up from Hardesty, and then Johnston had that kind of where he took away the rebound from Braden to finish it.
Chance opportunity.
That's it. The offense is not really flowing very well for Meade County. I guess if we have a comparison, Breckenridge County missed a lot of shots too, but have been executing out of some sets, seeing some different looks. Certainly more of an organized look to things.
I think I'm not sure who the Fighting Tigers going to have coming in after this timeout. It's going to be Colton, Hunter, Lane, Mercer, and Braden Carmen.
And it's going to be vital closing out this quarter.
Yeah.
Momentum is do you believe in momentum, Simon? Some people
I
say
think
it's not
it
real.
can be a big swing in momentum for sure at times. I mean, if the crowd gets into a game, you go on a big run, I think the momentum is definitely swung in your direction. So I'd say I probably do believe in it, but
yeah, definitely the crowd plays a factor.
For sure.
If this was, and we saw this some during the COVID seasons when the gym was almost empty.
Yeah.
It was harder to feel that pressure that the crowd gives. And
I think that's the thing about home court advantage. Home court advantage isn't necessarily, people think it's kind of like a refereeing advantage. I don't think that's the case. It's just more of the crowd. The crowd gives you energy when you're out there on the court, you know. You hit a 3 and the crowd is, cheering you on. It makes you more energetic on defense. Go out there and make a defensive play. And vice versa. Hardesty for 3. Short. Mercer looking to push the pace. Stutter step, Mercer.
Just
pass it to Colton.
down, yeah.
To Lane.
There's going to be hands all over him in there. Needs to
Colton
good
gets
job
it to
to
Hunter
secure
Barr.
it.
Hunter with the dunk.
Whoa! Let's go, Simon!
Hunter with the emphatic dunk. Colton Miller looking to make a play on the ball. Johnston wide open. He hits the three.
That's one way to quiet the gym.
Sounds in the crowd. Well, the crowd erupts with the Meade County fans that
Yeah,
time.
that's an excellent game of basketball that's happening right before our eyes.
Back and forth. Colton Miller gonna make a play. Mercer gonna drive. Pass it down low to Braden Carmen. Fouled is Braden Carmen.
Got to breathe. Looking at Braden right now.
Yeah.
Hands on the knees, trying to calm down because the action of the game is so much, and then you have to calmly step to the line and shut it out, knock them down. Oh, almost a tip in.
Hunter Barr with the rebound.
14 points on the night. And that's going to, unless Meade can get a shot away, that's it. Third quarter comes to a close. What a setup we've got going into quarter four.
What a game, what a game. Hunter Barr having a spectacular game. 14 points now. I'm sure he's probably on the double-digit rebounds as well. Great game for Hunter Barr tonight.
Yeah, when he caught that ball behind the backboard and that one step,
dribble,
one
big
step,
dunk.
rise up.
Impressive by Hunter Barr.
And it's been there all game.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in those positions. And so to make it work there was great.
30-29 in favor of the home team, the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers. We're going to close this one out. This will be a big win to make it their record in the district 2-1. That will be important because I think this district will be closely contested this year.
Yeah.
Getting that number 1 seed would really help,
Yeah.
to say the least.
It's not often in any district around the state that a number 1 seed does not advance to the regional tournament. Not a whole lot of 4 over the 1 or 5 over the 1.
Especially this district, like this particular district, it's very rare to see the 1 seed not be in the championship.
Yeah. Hey, last year, you remember that? Last year?
Yeah, it's close for a little bit.
Yeah, Cloverport was right there. But one thing, I know that obviously Simon and I being affiliated with Breckenridge County, we get excited for Breckenridge County things. But I loved Johnston after Hunter with that dunk. Just knocked down that three-pointer, kind of wrestled that energy back.
Well, that's something I think the Tigers were kind of like up and celebrating. Johnson was kind of left open.
Yeah.
They kind of forgot, like, we still got a game to play. We can't just celebrate because Hunter got a big dunk, a big play, but you got to stay locked in. Big, so the mid-range jumper's working. The elevation that Hardesty's getting on that jump shot's great. 31-30 in favor of the Green Wave now. Mercer passes to Colton Miller. Colton
he
gets hit on the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, it looked like he got hit in the back of the head on that one. Kind of fortunate, really. I mean, although we could probably give him benefit of the doubt and say that the miss was because of the foul.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned when he went up for that in that traffic. But
yeah, it was a little contested. Colton, first free throw is good to tie the game at 31. Second free throw is good by Colton Miller to make the game 32-31 in favor of the Fighting Tigers.
Yeah, if my pen makes it through this game without getting snapped in two, we'll be lucky.
Cade Scott looking to go all the way.
Go coast to coast. Got a foul call. I think that's Colton.
That was on number 21, Colton Miller. That is his first team's third. Cade Scott to the line.
And he's going to shoot. Shooting foul.
Shoot two.
Yeah, he's at 13 points right now.
This is the first.
Got the second. Simon and I, we went quiet for a second. I don't know if you can feel it in your living room or in your car or whatever, but it's tense. Yeah.
Mercer Yeah, the travel A. With the hit, the ball kind of picked up in his hand. He couldn't really dribble.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the "you can't do that" chant? I know both teams will say it.
I guess you could say it's a classic. I guess a student section staple, if you will.
I don't remember that from back in my day.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we said for a turnover. I can't remember. That's his sweet spot.
Scott gonna roll out. Dykus shot misses.
Another rebound.
Waters. Braden Carmen gonna put him back in to try to help this. He's definitely gonna help out with the rebounding part.
There was 2 offensive rebounds on that possession, and we don't have that metric readily available with us right now. But you don't have to be some kind of psychic to know Meade County is going to lead this offensive rebound stats.
Johnston 3-ball long. Corralled by Lane Toll, going to slow it down. Going to split the defense, get a little open mid-range, and he's wide open, and he got it to go.
It's his first field goal of the night. 2-point lead.
Scott, D'd up by Lane Toll.
Yeah, he kind of went behind the back, but didn't go anywhere with it. Kind of a dangerous dribble there.
Johnston for 3. Rims out again, but a putback.
And there's
no
a foul.
Good, but the foul is called. Breckenridge County's got to get the crash the defensive glass.
Oh, if Meade County comes out on top in this one, that talk about rebounding is going to be a tough one. That's Dykus on the line. Missed the first one. And anytime you're in this situation, you think, all right, let me just find this second one.
Yeah.
Although the way Meade County's rebounding offensively, you wouldn't put it past him to get the rebound if he missed it. See what the Tigers can draw up here. Not a lot going on offensively, just a little.
Timeout by Coach LaGrange.
Yeah, I think that was the right move. It didn't look like anything was developing there, Simon. And as the game goes on and the physical energy drains, so too the mental. We've said rivalry a lot. If you had rivalry on your bingo card at home, for the times we're going to say it, mark it if you haven't. But as a game like this, of this intensity goes on, I think in some ways for players who are in condition, who can play, it's way harder mentally than physically. And I know they're getting tired physically, but that mental side is so draining. So how do you combat that? What do you think?
I don't know. It's just you got to just stay. I think you just got to stay locked in. You know, you just got to just keep your focus. Just find a way to stay locked in with what you're doing. I think Breckenridge County, they're up 2 here with about a little bit less than 6 minutes to go. I think the key here is just going to be just defensive rebounding. You got to crash the defensive glass.
And it's difficult. It's more difficult to rebound sometimes these really long threes.
Yeah.
Especially.
That is a good point.
You don't know where it's going to go.
They are taking a lot of threes, but I mean, under the basket rebounds, like they're going to put in Jonah Miller, who's a pretty tall dude. So he should be able to help with the rebounds.
Oh, that's a tough pass.
Tough pass for sure. Waters.
I think Hunter tried to salvage it, but Wyatt had left the corner.
Yeah. Johnston.
You got to think Meade's going to try some kind of three-point shot here in a couple seconds.
Cade Scott. Hardesty.
Oh, he kind of dragged a foot
Johnston
there.
for 3.
Got away with it.
Wasn't one of the calls. If that three-point shot goes in, Jeff LaGrange's going to be irate.
Yes, good word, Simon. Oh, Hunter.
Hunter Barth the three. Almost banked it in there. Good rebound almost rebound by Colton Miller.
Yeah, it looked like Colton had it, but unable to secure it.
Yeah, I think he just lost it.
And I mean, that's a shot for Hunter. Had shaken the defender, and he's open, but sometimes those are harder than more natural shots.
Johnson's had so many of those open threes.
Yeah, so many. You're right.
Like every possession, he's getting at least one of those looks that are pretty much wide open. His head and fall, and I'm pretty sure
he's hit 2.
The numbers, but he's a pretty good three-point shooter. I think efficiency-wise,
he's probably taken at least 10 three-point shots.
Them as a team, that's according to the stats, they aren't very good as a team shooting. They shoot a lot of them, but they're like, it's always a bad recipe when you're not a good three-point shooting team, but you shoot a lot of them.
Yeah,
it's never a great idea.
It's kind of getting to the definition of streaky, like when they're going in.
Coming into this game, Cade Scott, who I think has hit 2 or 3 threes this game, he was 0 for 7 from the three-point line, which is kind of crazy to think about when you haven't made a 3 all year. But it's a rivalry game. He's going to bring his best in this kind of game, I feel like.
Coach LaGrange was, you mentioned irate. I like that word. He was very upset right there and took that timeout. Something, couldn't tell, but something was missed and missed opportunity. And the closer a game is, the later it gets, it just adds to that stress. And let me use a little moment to talk about, watching today, World Cup's on, soccer. Both those matches today went to penalties, which is, talk about stress, penalties at the World Cup.
Absolutely.
But it's those kind of moments that you cannot practice for. You can't rehearse. And in a game like this, how many coaches are going to say, all right, we're up 2.
4:29 to go in the fourth quarter.
4 minutes to go, let's close the game out. I mean, these kind of situational things. But you cannot create the tension. Even if we brought our whole school in here, 900-something students, to watch them practice that, it's not going to be the same.
Nothing's going to be the same feel for sure.
Right.
But that's a good analogy, though, with the World Cup, because, just watching it, not even as a fan, with no dog in the fight, really, of that game, just still a very stressful thing to watch.
Yeah. His favorite's Brazil going out today. That was tough.
Very emotional in our class today.
I know. That's going to put Colton on the line. He knocked down both of his last 2. You mentioned he's got that very low.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally be able to do that. That would upset me. I'm more of a arms guy. But it doesn't bother him.
It's the first.
Takes the lead to 3. Breckinridge County still not over the foul limit. Meade County are, and that's 2 of them.
32-36 in favor of the Fighting Tigers. Lane Tall.
Oh! For a second, I thought he was about to dive head first.
I think if there wasn't a bleacher, he probably would have got him seriously injured there. Timeout.
One thing we have not seen from Meade, and they could do this right after this timeout, I don't think we've seen them run much offense as far as a set. A lot of second chance opportunities and a lot of just taking a three-pointer.
Yeah. Have like a freelance offense, kind of somebody make a play pretty much.
Yeah, which we've been talking a little bit about professional. That works at the top level.
It can. You got to have somebody who can score in the isolation. You got to have a Kevin Durant or a Stephen Curry or a James Harden that can get you an isolation bucket. And Luka Doncic can take his guy one-on-one, can score at the mid-range of 3, get to the basket. If you can do that, a freelance type of offense is okay because you have endless possibilities. You can take the shot, you can drive and kick, you can open three-point shooter on the help from the defender.
Yeah. Coach LaGrange drawing the whole team back. No pressure here. He doesn't apply it.
But at this level, if you don't have a guy who can just isolate and get you a bucket like that, like guys in the past, like Kobe Poole, in the past is somebody you could go isolate, you can get me a bucket. If you don't have a guy like that, it's kind of hard to run that kind of offense.
They work that well.
Scott, no good for 3. Put back is an air ball.
Yeah, you've got to think that putback, bring it down, but another that I was just saying we haven't seen him do it. And they ran got a perfect shot off that timeout, and you got to think that's how they drew it up, but it didn't work.
Kate Scott now passing to Hardesty.
Goes for the mid-range again.
That mid-range from Garrett Hardesty tonight has been automatic.
Yeah. It's his third one of those in this half.
Yeah. 2-point game.
Practiced it all week.
Jonah Miller with the pass to Colton Miller. A scoop lap by Colton Miller is no good.
And it's not a bad look.
No.
He's got to alter his shot a little bit. Didn't want to get blocked, but. Oh, man. As it closes in on 3 minutes to go. A lot of dribbling. Meade County looking for something. There's a lot of standing around. Breckinridge County staying home, not losing. Johnston was actually open for 3 there.
The range by Hardesty's no good, but a rebound.
Another rebound, but Jonah Miller with the steal off. And Mercer's down. And he's holding his calf.
I think it's a
Looks
cramp.
like a cramp.
Yeah, I think he's got a cramp.
Oh, let's hope it's a cramp. Yeah, that's if that is a calf cramp, it's a painful thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to, he's up on his feet. I don't know. Maybe, we don't want to speculate. He's probably cramping. Hey, mentioned the World Cup. Sometimes they'll break out the spray.
I think he's got a cramp. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Break out the spray. But with Mercer out of the game, he's somebody who can knock down a shot, generally makes good decisions with the ball. Yeah. Devin Spalding coming in. Hunter's doubled in the corner. He's got his dribble. Looks for a pass.
Devin Spalding caught.
Jonah's going to let it fly.
For 3. Hunter Barth the rebound. You mean over the back call? I don't know what that was.
I think you're right, Simon. That's what they're giving.
I don't think that's a great call. I don't think he really had good box out position. I don't really think Hunter went over the back. I think Hunter's just that tall. He just kind of the ball just went to him. I don't really think that's over the back call personally.
Yeah, I think
the ref didn't see it that way.
No, and Jonah feeling it right there. That's one of those moments. It goes in, it blows the roof off the gym.
Yeah.
As it stands now, Meade County with a basket. Can tie or take the lead. Scott's thinking about it.
Takes a 3. It's good.
He's feeling it too. It's 17. By far the top scorer for Meade County
puts
tonight.
Them up by a point. This is going to be Mercer Rogers getting the game. Spalding for 3.
Whoa!
Devin Spalding with a big 3-pointer.
The answer. And now the gym's rocking.
Big 3 by. This is Devin Spalding's first year actually playing varsity minutes as well. He played an amazing game against Cloverport. Look at his career high against Cloverport. Another 3.
Hardesty.
Back-to-back 3s is getting to be an instant classic here, 40-39. Breckinridge County versus Meade County has some iconic games in the past, but I think this might go down as one of the better ones. One great one was in the district championship game at Meade County one year. I think it ended a game winner. Lane Talkin to drive. Spalding at 3 again. Spalding at 3! Devin Spalding!
What's going to happen next, Simon?
Back-to-back 3s by Spalding. Devin Spalding has ice in his veins right now. Kate Scott, stop and pop mid-range. Short. Rebound by Brayton Carmen.
Ball's in Hunter's hands.
Hunter Barr.
I'd get in that corner, Devin.
Get to Devin Spalding and get out of the way.
Feed him.
Devin, he thought about it. It was a call. Everybody went quiet.
Oh, everybody was thinking he was going to shoot.
A foul.
He's fouled. Woo.
Devin Spalding sets the crowd on fire.
Yeah, looks like now right now, I bet you Devin Spalding can't feel his body. He's going to be unconscious.
Braden Carmen, first free throw is short. Hunter
Rebound by Jonah. And he's being fouled.
Foul.
Oh, baby.
Freshman Jonah Miller. I think Mercer, I don't know if Mercer is hurt or what. I think he might be back in the locker room. He's over there actually. I see him.
Yeah, he's trying to stretch it out.
He's trying to get back in there.
He wants to.
I know Mercer personally. I think he really wants to get back in that game.
He's walking okay.
Competitive, yeah. I think
Jonah.
Mercer wants to check in right now. He's walking in.
Almost like he wants to check himself in. He hadn't been given the okay yet.
Yeah, he's trying to get in himself. He's trying to ask LaGrange, can I go in?
Yeah.
Trying to get his attention, but he just sits back down.
Big moment here for Jonah.
Jonah Miller, take the free throw. It is good.
Second one.
Big free throw for Jonah Miller. I don't recommend taking out Devin Spalding here. After what Devin's done, I think I'll leave Devin in here. I'll let Devin close this one out because we don't win this game if it's not two big free throws. We haven't won it yet, but if we win this game, leading to the big three, back to back by Devin Spalding. Two big threes by Devin.
Yes.
I'd like to take one stop here, Kinetic, in the game for the Fighting Tigers.
They would certainly go a long way towards
Cade Scott, they're going to feed the hot hand here. Scott, mid-range, fall away, blocked by Hunter Barr.
Got a hand on it, got to rebound it.
Lane Tall gets it to Spalding.
Oh, the scorer's table, Miller yellow everywhere. And that's just out of bounds, though. It's not a foul. Not yet. It's just out of bounds. Got to be, looks like Meade County's players are looking for a timeout, and they're going to take it. 41.3 on the scoreboard.
Woo. Devin Spalding.
Two
of the clutchest threes that he's ever hit in his life.
Both of them as pure
rivalry
as fresh
game.
snow.
Devin Spalding, absolutely clutch. Two humongous threes.
Now, from a neutral standpoint, this would be the kind of game that both of these teams are going to hate to lose.
Yeah,
it's
for
been
sure.
So close.
Absolutely. These are the worst games to lose. You'd rather get blown out than lose a game against a rival like this.
Yeah.
Biggest rival, Meade versus Breck. A game that you've been in the whole night, and you're going to lose it by a close margin. That's always going to hurt.
Yeah. And thinking about the program and the past few years, 2 years ago in a COVID year, 7-11. Yeah. Last year, 7-20.
Yeah.
You know, this year for Breckinridge County started off 1-3. However, when you're looking for moments to jumpstart,
turn the season around.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It doesn't get any bigger than this, and it's still. I mean, we're in December, long way to go, but both teams want this game so bad.
This is just a game that feels like it would end in a game winner. It just feels like that's kind of the kind of game.
Simon,
get
the cardiologist. Oh man, Coach Trippier's not happy.
Trying to get his defense set up.
Yeah, looks like talking to Alex Waters there. Just got to get it in. Devin flashes to the corner.
Lane Tall gets it. They got to get it across half court. Lane Tall, Colton Miller, good free throw shooter. They need to foul here. Got to play this smart. They lose the ball.
Wait, the call is a
jump. That possession is going to go to.
Pointing to Breck. That's what the
kind of gets it.
Table. But like you say, Simon, was that a bailout with the jump ball? Or was
I think that's it's interesting how that works. But I think that was a decent jump ball call. Sometimes though, I think you got to call a foul over. Like if there's a guy reaching over a guy to get the ball, that's a foul in my opinion.
Devin Spalding.
That's not a great pass, but
that was dangerous. Yeah. Cade
Scott almost had it, but he was kind of falling out of bounds. He couldn't really know where to go.
I love Devin's threes, but surely he wouldn't catch that and just turn and shoot it.
Yeah, I don't think he would either.
Okay, now it's a tough inbound location there in the
Hunter.
corner.
Hunter's getting held. Yep, that's a good call. It's a good call.
Okay, Hunter's going to shoot on those. So as Coach Trippier was talking to Alex Waters, he probably wasn't telling him to foul out of bounds.
Yeah.
Hunter Barr, free throw percentage this season. You kind of have to just throw that out the window and right here just knock them down.
Knock them down, two big ones.
Well, he's got two, so it's not a rebounding opportunity here.
First free throw for Hunter Barr is up, and it is no good. You see how mad Hunter wants that one.
Yeah.
At this point, you got to it's hard, but you got to zone everything out.
Yeah,
you got to take everybody else out of the game. You got to just close your eyes, take a minute. Just knock it down for Hunter Barr. Second free throw's good. Big free throw from Hunter Barr puts them up by 4.
15 for
Need a bucket here for Meade County. Cade Scott, the hot hand, going to look to get to the basket.
Kick out, great.
Three ball.
Out.
No
No
good, rims
good.
out, rebound. Goes to, who has it? Lane Tall's
Lane's
fighting for
fouled.
it.
He's fouled. Lane Tall going to shoot 2.
2 free throws for Lane Tall. One of the biggest games of the year for Breckenridge County.
Yeah, Meade at home. That's 5 on Waters. That hold on Hunter was his 4th. And so that should be a foul out there.
Lane Tall will take 2.
Yeah, he's
sealed the game right here.
He's 1 of 2 tonight at the line.
Going to put it away.
Yeah, 2 right here. It's still not going to make it a 3-possession game, but it certainly goes a long way towards extending the lead.
Absolutely. Lane Tall, big shot. First free throw is up and it's good for Lane Tall. Electric here tonight.
And it started that way. There was the second quarter, a lot of missed shots, but this quarter has been back and forth, 3, 3, 3.
Tall, one more shot. Knocks him, he almost knocked them both down, but he missed the second.
5 points.
Cade Scott passes it.
Well, they got to get
Dykes
a shot
didn't
away.
take it. Dykes for 3. No
No
good.
good.
Rebounded by Colton
Rebounded
Miller.
by Colton.
Throw it up. Colton
Colton's
gets fouled.
That's 7.2.
And Breckenridge County is going to go on to win this game.
Woo! Simon's called it already. 7.2 seconds. He'd feel better with these 2 made.
I think Colton's got these. And the crowd is electric. Colton Miller. And I love that Jeff LaGrange is keeping in Devin Spalding to finish this game. I think Devin deserves that.
Yes.
Devin has played in a spectacular game. 2 huge threes.
Those were unbelievably.
They go down and hit a 3. Devin go down and hit another 3. They do it again and Devin responds. They went up by 2. The crowd, Meade County's crowd electric. And Devin Spalding sounds to the crowd. 2 big ones for Colton Miller. 7.2 to go. Cade Scott looking to make a step back 3. He misses it. It's over. Breckenridge County has won the rivalry game between Meade and Breck to make the record different play, 2-1. Congratulations to the Fighting Tigers for their biggest win of the season thus far.
Yeah, huge win.
Absolutely.
I got to stand up, Simon. Oh, I'm going to fall.
What a game for the Fighting Tigers.
And talking about moments, we can't see the future. Nobody can. But will we look back tonight later and say, well, that's where it started?
Yeah, absolutely. Tigers hyped up. And just some big plays being made all night. I mean, everybody from Devin Spalding 2 big threes to Hunter Barr 15 big points. Braden Carmen's tenacity on the rebounding on both sides, offensive and defensive. Lane Tall with some big free throws towards the end. Colton Miller with some big free throws. Ended up with 10 points tonight. Had a good game as well. Even Jordan Miller at the end getting that clutch rebound. He only hit one of the free throws, but that's a game-changing rebound. That goes the other way. They scored. They can put them up a little bit. So, I mean, Breckenridge County needed all that they got tonight. They played a spectacular game. 47-40 is their final score. Any final thoughts before we sign off, Mr. G?
Well, Simon, it was a treat taking this in with you and with all y'all at home watching. Thank you for your support of Breck Live. We enjoy doing this, and it's always nice beating the rival.
Absolutely.
Well done to Coach LaGrange and the team.
For sure.
They've got work to do. Meade County will take this game and learn from it too. And you don't want to say we might see him again, but we know we see him regular season at Meade.
Yes, at Meade.
Yeah, so that will be a big one.
game. Which Breck Live sometimes travel to away games, but we do not. We don't have the facilities for that yet. Not just yet.
Hey, we've done it before.
Yeah, we might have to.
That could be fun.
It'll be a big game for sure.
Yeah, but thank y'all for your support, Simon. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you in like 2 seconds. but that'll do it for us.
See y'all viewers soon, and this was Breck Live.